Alrighty, hello everyone. We should be live here on this Monday evening. It is the 10th of August. I see Mason in the chat. I see Max Weather Forecast Pulse. I see Cruz Haynes WX. Make sure you go subscribe to Cruz. He's a great guy. Makes weather videos just like me. But today we got a big risk today. We have an enhanced risk of severe weather today for Iowa. And this includes that area that I didn't really feel like I included much in the forecast. So if I didn't, I apologize. We have a few severe thunderstorm warnings right now, so I'm going to switch over to the radar so everyone can see it. Let me know if my microphone is good. It should be good. Let me put the radar back on here. But yeah, we are back here. Hope you guys are liking the stream setup. We did the video today. We got everything posted. And yeah, we have a storm chaser today. Now we have Noah Miller. He is live on YouTube as well, so make sure you go check out his stream. But right now he is here in Miami County, Indiana. And he is pretty close by to a severe thunderstorm warning right now. I'm going to switch over so we can see the radar of where he's at. You can see he is in a storm right now. He is currently in a storm. So, let's take a look and see if we got anything really trying to spin up. And a lot of these storms are going to try to just spin. They're going to try to spin in the environment that they're in today. It's conducive for a few tornadoes. And that's why the National Weather Service, or the Storm Prediction Center, I should say, has outlined that we got a 2% up here. And this is where all the storms are in this area up here. And today's been a very weird day. So, we were going to go live a lot earlier today. However, the weather didn't really start to pop off until these past few hours, and things aren't even really crazy. And I sincerely apologize for yesterday when we were in a live stream. And as soon as we left the live stream, as soon as we were like, okay, everything's going to start calming down, immediately, boom, boom, tornado warning. They just popped up out of nowhere, and we had a tornado warning. We had a PDS tornado warning that was radar indicated here in Illinois. So that's one of the first times that, I think I've ever seen a radar indicated PDS. What's up, Cruz? Good to see you in the chat, brother. But yeah, today we're probably going to have a coverage that's going to span for the next few hours. This is probably not going to be a 1 hour thing, 2 hour thing. It's probably going to go for about 3 to 4 hours. It just all depends on how these storms use the environment. And it is nocturnal threat now. So, meaning that if you live anywhere in pretty much Eastern time zone to a little bit of Central time zone, it's dark out now, so we're not going to be seeing the storms pretty much unless there's a lightning flash. So if a tornado does occur today, then, or tonight I should say, then it may be a bit of a problem. And obviously they're going to be a problem either way, but it's going to be more of a problem is what I'm trying to say. We do have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings here in a cluster. This was issued by the National Weather Service in northern Indiana. See 60-mile-an-hour winds on this one. We take a look at the center one, 60-mile-an-hour winds, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. So the back 2, or the back 1, and then this bottom one here, which is where this storm is going to cycle into, is under a hail threat. Yeah, you missed it. You missed a cruise. Last night was crazy, bro. As soon as we went off the live stream, there was a bunch of tornado warnings out here in Illinois, and we had a radar-indicated PDS tornado warning yesterday. And not to mention, we had a very strong rotation by, I believe it was Lee County, and that could have been a really big tornado. There was no signs of a CC drop from that full thing, and I'm shocked that it didn't go confirmed. But we did have a pretty decently, very strong rotation signature. We have STN Guin in the chat. Welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're tuning in from. And yeah, so we have a ton of severe thunderstorm warnings right now. We have, in total, we're at 9 severe thunderstorm warnings. So it seems just like it was last night here right now. But also, as I went over in the forecast today, it looks like we're going to be live once again tomorrow. And again, tomorrow might be a little bit of a different style coverage instead of this big nationwide. It's going to be most likely for this area, and you're going to see it's going to be much different, and it's going to be the same kind of thing. I'm trying to just help as many people as I possibly can. But since it's in the local area, it's going to be a little bit of a different style coverage, and you'll see when we get to there. We have official Braden Severe in the chat saying, "What's up? Welcome back. Welcome into the stream." And while we are here on the live stream also, I'm going to take a look at some of the kind of forecast. Honestly, it feels like we're now casting pretty much, but also at the same time, we're going to have to forecast. Because, I mean, that's at the end of the day. You got to forecast the storms are actually going to happen. Here's Noah Miller. We're going to be showing his live camera feed from time to time. You can see right now he's in Miami County, Indiana, and he's on a thunderstorm there, severe, just to the west of a severe thunderstorm. It's not a strong thunderstorm either. We would have a special weather statement out. However, we don't. And actually, yeah, we do have special weather statements on. And in fact, we don't really have much of any special weather statements, which comes as a surprise that they don't. It's like usually a special weather statement would feel like a strong thunderstorm warning. It's a step below a severe thunderstorm warning. But surprisingly, with the amount of storm activity we have only one. I believe, yeah, we have one here. We have only this one. This is the only special weather statement with 50-mile-per-hour winds, and it's a kind of a tiny area. However, that's crazy. We have Stugan 77, a powerful earthquake struck Colombia today. And we have Logan in the chat. I saw you last night, Logan, in, I believe, Will's chat. So welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm praying for everyone that's in Colombia that got impacted by that earthquake. I actually did not hear about that, so I hope everyone's all right down there. Colombia's right here. It's in South America. Man, earthquakes are terrible, man. Earthquakes really are terrible. And we have another more terrible thing. We have a absolutely devastating wildfire event that's taking place as well, which I don't know if it'll show up on satellite. I'm assuming, oh my goodness. I didn't even have to assume. Yes, this is definitely showing up. Look at the size of this wildfire. Why did it zoom so far in? Look at the size. This is in Montana here. You can see, oh my goodness. And then there's a lot in Wyoming, but Wyoming has a bit of showers and storms moving by, so it's going to be a little bit harder to see that. Look at this, though. This is all wildfire smoke, guys. You see the areas where it looks like the clouds stay in the same area, they just rise higher up. You can see that by Oregon as well. This is all wildfire smoke, and I mean, this thing has just been going for days and days, and they're not going to let up until they get put out. So, I mean, yeah, these are all just, especially in Oregon, Washington, and then, of course, Montana. That's just crazy. We have crazy wildfires going over here. It was a magnitude 7.4 earthquake in Colombia. That's crazy. Magnitude 7.4. Oh my goodness. Man, I'm praying for everyone. That's, if you guys don't know, like, that's on the magnitude scale. That's a very powerful earthquake. That's gonna leave a mark. A big mark. That's devastation right there. That is absolute devastation. So I'm praying for anyone that was impacted by that. As far also what I want to say while we're live, Cruise may be going live tomorrow. Hey, when we hit 1,000 subs, I'll make sure to, if you're live, I'll raid you like every time, pretty much. Whenever I hit 1K, hopefully today we can get a raid by our storm chaser Noah Miller. That would be awesome. Because then we have a ton of people that would come right from his stream into our stream, and then we can tell them about everything that's happening. Maybe like why he didn't go, or why he ended his live stream, where he's going to be going next. He's probably going to say on his live stream. But, I mean, man, that'd be cool. As you know, I'm just trying to reach as many people as I can and help as many people as I can. But right now we have this large cluster of severe thunderstorms, which, I mean, just earlier, there was nothing here. And also, I'm going to open up, it's Agua Zero WX, and the only reason we use this in our live streams is so we can get a look at the watches. For some reason, the watches don't show up in my WX rundown. So this just allows me to see the watches so I can show you guys if there's a storm by you. or where the watches are for, pretty much. Alright, so it looks like we have widespread severe thunderstorm watches right now. It looks like we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Is that right? Is that what this is over here? Is it destructive? This is not a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. What is it talking? It's this one right here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a destructive. Okay. So I don't know if anyone's been able to show this off yet. But here what I'm gonna do is bring this to here. I'm just gonna open another one. I'm gonna call it full. I can bring my mic too. Oh, I get to show this off. I don't know if anyone's showed this off yet, so this is why I'm gonna do that. Alright, well here's a custom animation that we made for Destructive Severe Thunderstorm.
Destructive winds over 80 miles per hour or hail around the size of baseballs or larger. Major tree damage, power outages, roof damage, and flying debris is possible. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows. Stay sheltered until the warning expires or officials say the storm has passed.
Alright, well there's that. That's from the WXRundown team. They custom made a bunch of graphics that we can show whenever we have these. Oh, you shown it once or twice? Yeah, it's really cool. I like how he's made those animations. But what's not cool is that this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, which means that it has winds of 80 miles per hour or more, or it has baseball-sized hail or more, and that's the case here. We have baseball-sized hail mixed with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is not going to be a good storm system for anyone that's in the path of this. This is a really, really bad storm here. And it has a tornado possible label, so it means we have to remain alert for the possibility that there will be a tornado warning issued on this storm here. And this is going to be just to the northeast of Bison, where the heaviest of the impacts are. And let's take a look and see. I can definitely confirm there's hail there, but I just want to see what this looks like here on the hydrometer classification. You can see, oh my goodness, we're talking about a major area of some large hail. That is major right there. Okay, so this is going to continue to work its way southeast, and if we take a look at the storm arrival tool, shows us that it's going to be moving around 32 miles per hour. However, it's going to be making District 1, South Dakota. I've never heard of a place called District 1, South Dakota at 8:24 p.m. this time, which would be 8:24. This is Mountain Daylight Time, isn't it? So this is like yeah, okay, this is Mountain Daylight Time. So this would be at approximately 10:24 Eastern Time, 9:24 Central Time, to kind of clear that up. Shown once or twice. Yeah, the animations can definitely catch some people's eyes. That's what I was thinking. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this is actually going to work, because some people, if they see that and they hear like the intense music and stuff, they'd be like, oh my goodness, okay. We gotta. Bro, what? I pinged my location on Weatherfront for Stormcat 5, and I told him I will beat him in the app version of Uno. And then we have TM Pump. Welcome to the stream, bro. I need potty. You ready for school Wednesday? Come on, bro. Really? Oh yeah, also here you can, if you would like to share your location, and you can also share a message, I can go to right here, click this, and you can share your location with me. You scan the code, log in, and you can put a message for you. Thunderstorm here for Fort Wayne. Hope it's not too bad. Fort Wayne. I'll take a look at Fort Wayne. Yeah, you guys can do that, and we'll go back to that. Fort Wayne. I believe this is Indiana. This is literally where I was on. I didn't even have to go anywhere. Fort Wayne, Indiana, there's a storm. Yeah, there's definitely some thunderstorm activity in your area, and there's definitely some lightning that's associated with that. I definitely have the lightning turned off just because it doesn't break my computer. because sometimes it could be very heavy. But just to your south, you have a severe thunderstorm. This storm, though, as of right now, hasn't gotten severe or strong. So I would just say try to stay inside, obviously. And I mean, if you're really too worried about it, just stay in the most center part of your house. It doesn't look like much impacts are going to be felt from this storm. It doesn't look like we have really high winds. I mean, in this area we do, here by Albion, but I mean, as of right now, it doesn't look like much is occurring in this storm. If we did have some severe impacts or anything that would be classified, okay, we have to put a warning out for this, they would put out at least a special weather statement, which is like a strong thunderstorm warning. It's a step below severe, but it's there just to let you know, hey, this storm is on the stronger side of things, so we can't just let this go without any advisories issued to the public, letting them know that this could be a very strong storm and cause some impacts. So we'll issue this and treat that below a severe warning, but it's still warned for something. And that is my analogy of a special weather statement for you. IBRB Cat 5 is live, so I got some beef that handle with him jokingly about Uno. Alright, well, I'll be here for when you come back. Enjoy your Uno. But yeah, we have a pretty strong or some pretty severe cluster here. We have a pretty big cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings. Some of these are about to expire, but most of these are brand new. So this one here is for 1 minute, and then the one behind it here is for another minute. So we're about to have 2 of these warnings expire, and then we'll be down to 2, and it'll be this and this one here. If I draw a big box around it, that's where you can expect the front of those impacts. And again, this is one of those areas that we have a severe thunderstorm watch on, and I don't know why it's just taked that out. Oh yeah, also everyone that's tuning in here, I'll put something in the chat real quick. And for everyone that's tuning in, feel free to here. I'm gonna have to hide it here for a moment, but I'll show it back again. Feel free to join our brand new Discord server that we just made. We already have the official WXRundown account, and we have crews in there. We're working on getting Will in there, but I'm gonna put the link, the invite link or the join link in the chat, and you guys can feel free to join the server. Always welcoming new people into the chat here, or into the this is brand new, by the way, also, so this isn't like gonna be the best. It's gonna be updated though, so stay tuned for that. Also, what do you guys think about the new thumbnails? Should I do it like that for whenever I go live? I mean, I think it's pretty good. I think it's eye-catching enough, but whenever it's a big risk, I can also change the color. Alright, here, I put that link in the chat. Feel free to go join my Discord server. And yeah, we'll be posting a lot in there. Be posting daily updates, whenever we go live, I'll put it in there whenever we make a meme, which you can go check the meme and see one of the 2 memes that we got in there. Roby's joined, which is proxy. That was very fast. Okay. But yeah, feel free to join there, and that's where you'll see all the updates regarding our channel, what we're posting. And also, if you haven't already, after this stream, go watch my newest forecast. I think I did good, and you can let me know if you like that sort of content. Alright, let's go back here. This is what I was going to show. We do have a series of these severe thunderstorm watches. You can see, especially over here, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes for the next 4 hours, and this includes Indiana, and I think Indiana's area. No, it's about the exact same. So we have, in the same areas as yesterday, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes through Columbus and Ohio, and it does include just to the north of Indianapolis. So if you live anywhere north of Indianapolis, you are most likely in a severe thunderstorm watch right now. But yeah, this will go for the next 4 hours, so anyone in that area, make sure you have a way to receive alerts, and you have an action plan just in case a tornado warning or a very strong, considerable, or destructive severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area. Additionally, by Virginia Beach here, which is where Proxy was when he got a tornado warning, we have a severe thunderstorm watch here as well, and this goes for the next 12 minutes. So this one's going to be allowed to expire here pretty soon. And if we take a look at the radar data while we're on here, just to see if there is anything that's been issued for this area, closest radar is going to be this one. You can see most of that thunderstorm activity, and this is the reason that it's going to be allowed to expire. All of that thunderstorm activity is going to be moving off into the Atlantic, so we won't have to worry about that. And then, meanwhile, on the other side, we have multiple severe thunderstorm watches. We have our first severe thunderstorm watch, and it doesn't even look like things have started in this area. This goes for the next 3 hours, issued by the National Weather Service in... Or I'm pretty sure, aren't watches issued by the Storm Prediction Center? I think this is issued by the Storm Prediction Center, right? But we have these watches that are going to be here for the next 2 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours, and they will include all the way down through Kansas. It'll include northeastern Colorado, and it will go back through northern Nebraska as well, and that's where we could see a severe thunderstorm warning over the next few hours. Additionally, in the final one that we got here, actually there's 2 more. Never mind. The other one that we got that's furthest away from all the others, we have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes for the next 5 hours, and it's going to include... And I believe it's going to be just to the south, or it actually does include Phoenix, Arizona. So if you live in Phoenix, you're under a severe thunderstorm watch for the next 5 hours here as these storms start to make their way towards your area. And finally, our last severe thunderstorm watch we have on the list right now includes South Dakota. And this is the one where we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning with 2-inch sized hail. This will go for the next 26 minutes, and this will almost definitely get expanded, this severe thunderstorm warning, and the severe thunderstorm watch goes for the next 6 hours. And I wouldn't be shocked if we see this line get connected here, like the severe thunderstorm watches get connected. It wouldn't shock me too much. And the most concerning area to me out of all of these, if you're tuning in and you're like, okay, where do I have to be concerned? And it really hasn't happened yet. It's going to be this area here, especially. And it shows that this area right here, when things get active here, that's when the storm activity is really going to pop off. And that's where we have the risk for some tornadoes today. And especially this area. This is the area that we really have a risk for tornadoes tonight. But severe weather-wise, that is definitely going to be the top priority on the list. And you can see this is where an enhanced risk, and it goes back by South Dakota. So where these storms are starting to head towards this destructive severe thunderstorm warning is where you can expect the front of that. The tornado risk, there is a second tornado risk associated with this as well, and it goes through South Dakota. So we're going to have to watch for the potential of a tornado tonight, and then the wind risk, as expected, is going to be the highest out of all of the risks today, and it's going to be in this region that the severe thunderstorms are going towards. And it's going to include a 30% SIG 1, so we could see some 80-mile-per-hour winds here, which mean a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. And if a destructive severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area, treat it with your highest sense of urgency. Make sure you're getting away from windows on the lowest floor, just like a tornado warning, because that's nothing to play with. And that's when you get the alert on your phone, and that's when your phone buzzes and goes very crazy. That's when we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Additionally, over central to northern South Dakota, we have a SIG 1 15% risk of seeing some significant hail, which is already playing out right now where we have this severe thunderstorm warning that has that destructive tag on it with 2-inch in diameter hail. So make sure you're having a way to receive alerts, and that's about everything that's going to be happening tonight. It's going to be mainly this area that I'm watching, but this area, if it does play out how it's supposed to, it's going to be the worst out of all of them. But right now, this severe thunderstorm warning goes for the next 23 minutes, and we actually have a hail report on this. And you can take a look that they were reporting 2-inch sized hail. This was 16 minutes ago. This is going to be 9 miles northeast of Prairie City in South Dakota. This was reported in by Chris Feltes, and it was on the Spotter Network. So yeah, we had some hail reported about 16 minutes ago, 2 inches in diameter. What's up, Tennis? Welcome back into the stream. Hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're tuning in from today. And they just have gone ahead and issued a brand new severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of that. And you can see that just got put on your screen there. So that brand new severe thunderstorm warning encompasses a lot more area in it, because this area it looks like it's moving quickly. Let's take a look at the storm arrival tool. So it's actually going to move 30 miles per hour. But again, like I said, District 1 at 8:37 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. The 10:37 p.m. Eastern time and 9:37 p.m. Central time, and that's where we have this destructive severe thunderstorm warning, which contains baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So this is nothing to play with. If you are in this warning, make sure that you are taking shelter immediately. You do not want to play with winds that are in 60-mile-an-hour and this baseball-sized hail, which, I mean, when those things mix, again, like I said, when any hail of any size mixes with these 60-mile-per-hour winds, that's bad. That's like a tornado with debris. It's gonna cause problems. But when you have the size of the hail at baseball size, you can be, again, and it says this in the impacts, you can be severely injured and if not killed when you're outdoors and this is going by. So, and yeah, I used a strong word there. So make sure, again, that you need to be in your shelter if you're in this warning, because this is something that is gonna cause significant impacts if you don't. If you just go outside and be like, oh, there's nothing here, and then a baseball-sized hailstone falls on your head, you're not gonna be happy anymore. You're not gonna be doubting me. So, just if you're in that, just do what I ask. Just please get inside and get away from windows on the lowest floor. Treat it like a tornado warning. That hail alone, without the winds, can bust down your windows and destroy them. You can get absolutely destroyed. Liam, yesterday we had a tornado outbreak at midnight. It wasn't much of a tornado outbreak. It was a tornado event, though. There was upwards, I believe, 4 to 5 tornado warnings in Illinois at one time. That was crazy. And of course, it was right after I left. As soon as I got off the stream yesterday, I was pissed. But we're good. We have tennis saying Central Illinois. Yep, it was in Central Illinois. We had a PDS tornado warning as well, which was radar indicated. That's the first time, I believe, was it in history that a PDS tornado warning has been issued and it's been a radar indicated. I could see if it was radar confirmed, but I mean, like, really? Radar indicated? We've seen tornado emergencies as radar confirmed as well. Alright, just checking on some of the storms right now, and you can see the storm that Noah's passing by right now doesn't look like much of any impacts are going to be. It looks like it's dying off significantly. It looks like most of these storms are actually starting to die off pretty quickly from when we started the stream. So yeah, if you live anywhere up here, these storms are starting to lose their fuel, and they're going. Max Velocity is saying there's between 8 and 10 confirmed tornadoes. I don't know, bro. Max Velocity's been kind of more clickbaiting. Like, I said it in, what's his name? Will's stream. That's one of the biggest problems is people just making the weather content and then they make it clickbait. Big tornado outbreak when it's a 2% tornado risk. They make every risk that ever gets issued seem like a tornado outbreak. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, literally last night there was tornado warnings. We had 1 confirmed, and that wasn't even confirmed by the warning. It was just 1 that I can say with confidence that was confirmed. But Max Velocity, his thing, when that PDS tornado warning was issued, and it was radar indicated, his title was, I have large and strong tornado on the ground, exclamation point. Like, come on, bro. Alright, take a look at
Yeah, Sam makes a good point. For the traffic gods to bless you, you're not supposed to talk about them.
Woo! You see some big lightning strikes there on the side.
You catch that? Yeah, I did.
You got some big lightning. Big time lightning. And it's on this storm. This is the storm he's on right now that's producing that lightning. So it definitely still has its strength. It's going to continue to die off as well as it goes throughout the next few hours. Of course, as you can expect, no rotation associated with that storm. However, I think this is why tonight I'm going to stay live till about 12. Just so I don't miss anything. Because last night, that was very annoying. As soon as I turned off my stream, tornado warning, tornado warning, tornado warning, PDS tornado warning. So I'm definitely going to stay live for much longer tonight. Please do not underestimate the risk of a 2% tornado chance because the same tornado can repeat itself. Appleton EF3. I'm not underestimating it. I'm just saying it's going to be unlikely. It's going more unlikely now. But at the same time, I'm going with what the Storm Prediction Center, they've put out that we have that 2% still there. And I mean, the 2%, I mean, it is in that area where the storms are going by right now. But you can also see there's another area here in Illinois to northwestern Indiana. And if we have the same scenario play out again, which hopefully will not happen, then it could be a pretty long night. And of course, we still have this big area where the storms have not even gotten yet. The storms that have in this 2% tornado risk today, they're not even there yet. Look, we have one warning right now, and it's all the way at the back of it. And it is in there, of course, with destructive severe tag. So this is the most prone area. Anywhere up here, if you need to be like watching the weather tonight, it's gonna be this area. This area is under all of it. It's under the Sig 1 wind, Sig 1 hail. And then especially you see that hail starting to get there. But when the storms start forming over by closer to Minnesota, that's when I think the bigger wind problem is going to be. Of course, we're going to be watching all the areas very closely over the next few hours, so don't go anywhere. We'll be live. And here I'm going to put once again in the chat for anyone that's tuning in. We have a brand new Discord server we made, so feel free to come join it. I put the risk or the thing in the chat once again. Also, go check out WXRundown. I feel like everyone in the stream right now, go check out WXRundown if you haven't already. Oh, what did I do? I think everyone has, but I'm just gonna, if you've never done it, I'm just gonna put it, you can just click that link. Go check out WXRundown. Great website, great team of individuals. They update it almost every day. Remember that Illinois always does, that IL always does his job in a tornado risk, reproducing strong tornadoes. I mean, I wouldn't say that's what's gonna happen, but we're definitely gonna keep a watch, and I'll let you know the latest here. And I can tell you if a storm's gonna be a tornado kind of problem just based on when they form, how they kind of look. So the MRMS satellite right now, or the MRMS radar, shows in eastern eastern Iowa, we have some storms forming along this line. But let's take a look at what the storm shape is looking like. And I mean, right now it's nothing concerning, but if you see storms start to kind of shape in this bean way, which that's the part you got to watch out for. And if it's it's like a fork, sort of like this, and how they form, and then they push off this way, that's another problem there. But as of right now, I mean, over the next little bit, it's not going to get too crazy until we have the storms entering this area, and then I think that's when it's going to start. That's when it's going to start going crazy. Alright, here, I'm going to switch over to full cam here so I can do something real quick. But yeah, feel free to join our Discord. We're going to be doing updates quite a bit on our Discord server. And also, go check out Storm Chaser Noah once again. He has 273 people watching him right now. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's switch over back to radar. Okay, so the main threat wish, it actually looks like the National Weather Service has just issued a brand new tornado warning. What is that timing? I was just talking about this. We have a brand new tornado warning. The National Weather Service has just issued a tornado warning here in... This shows it being for Illinois. It's in Iowa. So we have a... Now we have a tornado warning here in eastern Iowa. Brand new tornado warning. There we go. Sorry, Roby. But 5 more minutes. Alright. But we do have a radar indicated tornado warning. This was just issued moments ago, and this is going to be for... This is going to be here in Iowa, and you can see that we have a little bit of rotation that is associated with it in this storm. Now let's take a look at the rotation detection algorithm, the RDA scan. This was made by the team at WXRundown, and you can see that right now. Rotation detection algorithm is showing that we have some high rotation, and this lines up pretty quickly, and it lines up pretty well with the velocity scan. So make sure that if you're anywhere in this warning that you're seeking shelter on the lowest floor, away from windows, and down the line, if we take a look at the storm arrival tool, that it looks like it's moving very, very slow. And if this is actually, is this moving 3 miles per hour? This is very, very slow storm. And is nearly stationary. This is moving at 3 miles per hour. Oh my god. Look at this, guys. This is in Central Time. It's going to reach Dryersville, which is the end of this. Dryersville, Iowa, at 2:12 a.m. Central Daylight Time. That is crazy. So that's going to be 3 a.m. in our time, in Eastern Time. That's crazy. So we have that. That's going to go. So we really don't have to talk about time zones. However, if this were to produce a tornado, it would be kind of a worst case scenario, since it doesn't really matter the strength of it. It's going to be over the same area for a very long time. And taking a look, you can see, I mean, I don't know. This is just issued here. And it has a little bit of rotation. The rotation right now is fairly weak. But, it's fairly weak, but we're going to have to continue to watch it. Roby, I'm just joking with you, man. I timed you up for 5 minutes since you said spamming my name over and over. I wanted to take up the whole chat. Again, this is a very, very slow moving storm. Look at this, 3 miles per hour. It's going to be 2 hours before the first name that's outside of this box will be there. And of course, nothing on the CC. We don't have a CC drop, as expected. Reflectivity right now, we don't got much as well. This will continue to work its way east very, very slowly. Once again, nearly stationary. Nearly stationary tornado warning. However, these, again, this is the environment where it's supportive of seeing this sort of activity tonight. We don't have any watches issued on this area, which I'm actually surprised that we don't have any watches issued. But, I mean, this is the area where it's going to be supportive over the next few hours for this to kind of continue. This is entering that zone where we have our enhanced risk of severe weather, our SIG 1 risk on the wind, and we have the SIG 1 hail risk as well. So, for anyone that's just tuning into the stream, we have an active tornado warning now here in Iowa. We got a tornado warning in Iowa. Also, we are watching Storm Chaser Noah Miller. He is an official WXRundown partner, so shout out to him. Go check out his channel. Great guy. We're going to be keeping an eye on his done chasing for today, as he is in a kind of a shower now, not really much of a strong storm. However, we'll check back with him. And for anyone that's just tuning in, once again, we have severe weather coverage here live. We have a widespread severe weather kind of event unfolding here. We have a lot, I should say, a lot of different watches out here. So this area, all the way, by the way, all of the blues are severe thunderstorm watches. So if you see yourself here anywhere in the blues, you are in a severe thunderstorm watch. And the one that's the biggest right now, the biggest severe thunderstorm watch is going to be this one here that goes for the next 3 hours. It's a very big area. However, this one over here is the one I think is biggest as far as severity wise. I think this one is going to be the one that we're going to have to talk about the most over the next few hours, as it is in this area where we have that pretty big tornado risk, that hail risk, and that wind risk. So we're going to be watching this area very closely, and we have had a tornado warning issued here. And again, it's moving 3 miles per hour, so this is going to be a very, very slow-moving storm. The newest radar scan, which came in 1 minute ago, you can see it shows that rotation, but it's very, very weak. It's stationary over Orion right now. It's a very, very small rotation couplet. And if we take a look at the RDA scan, we'll see if it's picking up anything. And I wouldn't be too shocked if it is picking up at least a little bit. And it shows that there's one area here that could be some intense rotation. Now, of course, this is a kind of a newer tool, so this cannot be totally accurate, but for the most part, it's been very good so far since we've been using it. What's up, Cruz? Welcome back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, my phone died. All good. Good to see you back in the stream. Hope you're having a good night wherever you're tuning in from. Same with you, Tennis. So welcome back into the stream. We have a tornado warning issue now. And again, this is going to be stationary over Ryan is where that area of rotation is. If you're tuning in here from this tornado warning, if you're out ahead of this tornado warning, it's going to be moving very, very slow. And it is kind of good to note that this storm is tornadic. This storm's tornadic and it's only moving 3 miles per hour. So if this thing were to hypothetically put down a tornado, it would be a very slow moving tornado. And yeah, it would give you time to prepare, but if you are in the path of it, it's going to be over you for much longer. And that is a good example of what happened for the Jarrell F5 tornado back in 1997. However, by any means, this is not going to be the same scenario. Here. Much different scenarios, but it's just to show you how slow it moved and the destruction it caused. It caused a lot of destruction. But again, this tornado warning here goes for the next 34 minutes over Orion. And again, we think along this road, which is D47, it's going to kind of ride the road. It's going to cross the road eventually here. And this is the area of rotation. By any means, it's not on the ground right now. We don't have any indication of a CC drop here. And this is most likely not any CC drop. This is probably just from the radar. We'd have more of a kind of bigger area that we can tell. So yeah, this storm is moving. Again, look how slow this is moving. I want to take a look at the reflectivity and show you how slow it's been moving. Because, once again, this is a very... Look at this. So, since it's developed, it's went tornadic. However, from the time of 8:38 p.m. CDT, so that's about an hour ago, to the time... It was about 30 minutes ago, actually. To the time of now, it's moved nowhere. And it looks like it's starting to move north. If any. It doesn't look like it's really going to touch this road. It looks like it's going to continue to work north. And it doesn't really look like it's going to move. If it did move, it's going to be crossing this road 13 here. But again, it's almost stationary. It's very, very slow. Cali, Colombia videos captured of a hospital being erased by an earthquake. Oh my gosh, we had someone in here earlier talking about the earthquakes. Was that really that bad in Colombia? There's this one channel I watch and they have like a 24/7 kind of earthquake thing. They have just reshaped in this. So if you get that new warning on your screen, that's not a brand new warning. They just reshaped it. Again, the top priority alert right now is in Iowa, and it's a tornado warning. It is radar indicated, of course. We do have that tornado warning, and yet, as you can see, it says new tornado warning. There's no new tornado warning. It's just the same warning. They just shrunk the box a little bit, and I think that's actually good that they do that because it doesn't look like the rotation is much there at all. And there is a thing called recycling that we're going to have to watch. However, I just don't think that this is going to have any kind of tornadic probability until it tries to recycle. Now, with that still here, and this still goes for the next 32 minutes, so if you're in this warning, make sure you're seeking shelter. Treat every warning like it's something that you just need to take shelter. Even if it's radar indicated, still treat it with your utmost urgency. Because that means that the National Weather Service has enough confidence that they've issued that tornado warning. So they think rotation is strong enough in there to produce a potential tornado. We just got this brand new severe thunderstorm. No, this is the brand new severe thunderstorm warning. It goes for the next hour, and it's out ahead of this one. And this one, it only looks like it's growing. It's only growing. It's not getting any smaller. And this tornado warning, it looks like it's losing its big hail core that it had before. However, it does have that destructive label, and as of right now, it's a considerable label now. So we no longer have that destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Now it's down to a considerable. You still need to be seeking shelter, though, away from windows, as you see tennis ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts in the storm. So that is crazy there. And it is by train spotters have reported, and we did have a wind, or it was a hail threat, or a hail report that was in this area. Once again, make sure you go check out Storm Chaser Noah. Great guy. 259 people watching him right now. Great guy. He's also a partner with WXRundown. You can see him running into it looks like a taco store here. I don't think this is Taco Bell, is it? That looks like a bell, but it's yellow. Bell Taco. Ooh. Smart there. Bell Taco. But again, our top priority alert is that tornado warning still. But I don't know. Apparently, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning up here in New York. Oh, and we did. We just got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning over here in New York. Everywhere is getting severe today. Look at this. 29 minutes left. 60 miles per hour winds. And quarter-sized hail. Northern Mexico is being hit really hard thanks to rain and thunderstorms. Mexico. Let's take a look at the infrared. See if we can spot those storms. Oh, it does look like there's some storm activity, but I don't really know the severity of it until we get to infrared. I mean, yeah, it looks like we brought some pretty decent storms going over in Mexico right now, especially southern Mexico by Guerrero. That's like pretty big. I can't really pronounce much of there. Taco John's. And you can see this is what our big bubble of storms is looking like up here. I wonder, can we see anything else that's going on in a Nah. Can't see the tropics right now. 132 people, 132 fatalities in the earthquake. Is that right? That's insane, man. Again, I'm praying for anyone that was impacted by that. That's just a terrible thing. Earthquakes are a terrible thing. You can also see these storms that we had earlier. Again, this was just a little bit ago when we had these storms that were very strong. Like, look at this before. They were considerably strong. They have officially fully died out. So they are no longer here anymore in our atmosphere. Just to the southeast of where Noah is currently at, you can see we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings as well. We have Storm Chaser Noah. He's in Huntington County, Indiana right now. He's right by a storm. He's not in a storm right now. We may see some lightning over on this side of things. All right. Well, for anyone that's just tuning in, currently I have a tornado warning. Just taking a look live at Storm Chaser Noah Miller's live camera. Just entered a severe thunderstorm watch. That's pretty cool. He just had like an intro to that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. East North Mexico is also being impacted by rainstorms causing flooding. I know down there in Arizona, in this kind of area, it's monsoon season, and we've seen a lot of that monsoonal type of rain going on here. New Mexico, Arizona, up through Utah, Colorado kind of area. And I think that includes Nevada and California as well. I know there's been a lot. And I think that actually goes as far as Colorado. There's been a lot of severe storms there. I believe that we just get a new severe thunderstorm watch issued. We have a severe thunderstorm warning here. This is going to be in Ohio. This is Allen, Ohio. We have 60-mile-per-hour wind gust reported. That is a radar indicated threat. Take a look at the rotation. See if we got any sorts of area rotation. I don't see any rotation developing across this line. However, we are going to keep watch as, a lot of these storms, especially any of the storms up here, which we'll check back on our tornado warning here. They're entering an environment that's conducive of these severe storms and tornadoes here. The radar indicated tornado warning that goes for the next 26 minutes here in Illinois, or in Iowa. For some reason it says Illinois here. In Iowa, it's going to be for Delaware, Iowa. We have not a lot of rotation at all. It's a very small area. And again, the RDA, the rotation detection algorithm, is showing that we have no rotation anymore. So it doesn't look like the RDA is picking up on anything here. If there is any rotation, it's very, very slight. And it was definitely much stronger before. And if we go back a few radar scans, you see that for a moment there, the radar showed a pretty light color, which means that we had some that I did not know we could zoom in that far. We had a pretty big area of rotation there, and this would continue to move towards the east. But once again, how the warning is shaped, it tells you a lot of how it's going to move. But this one doesn't really tell us much about how to move because it's not moving fast at all. Look at how this is looking. If you can see in here, look at this. So some of what the text they've put in here. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Ryan, or 8 miles south of Manchester, and is nearly stationary. Nearly stationary. That's when you have, I believe, is it under 5 miles per hour? That's what we have here. A very, very slow-moving storm system. And it's forming into most of a line here of storms, especially here. But hopefully, when it gets, these storms kind of merge with it, it kind of loses its stability. Oh my god, my back just cracked. But hopefully it loses its tornadic features here shortly. We do have a slight shower. It looks like it's going to merge with it. And sometimes when they merge, it can take a lot of the tornado risk down. As of right now, it remains there, though. As far as all of the other warnings, we have a big cluster of warnings out here in Ohio. And we also have a severe thunderstorm warning up here in South Dakota. We have another cluster of severe thunderstorm warnings here in Arizona as well. You see a lot of flood warnings as well here. And that's going to continue over the next few hours. However, the most concerning area is going to be this Iowa corridor. It's going to include Iowa, Minnesota through South Dakota is where we have to watch for some severe storms and tornadoes over the next few hours. I have to run, Liam, but I wanted to stop by and say hi. Keep up the great work. Thank you, WXRundown. I highly appreciate you tuning in for the stream. I love all the updates you've been putting into our radar program here. A lot of good updates. I like it. I like the GFS model. It shows us a lot. And I actually got to show off one of the graphics, so that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, also for anyone that's just tuning in, feel free to share your location with me, and you can put a little message on the map, put a little dot on the map, and you can put a message letting me know anything that you would like to know, or any questions you got. You can also use the chat, so obviously you can just put a little message. As of right now, I can read your guys' chat absolutely fine. Should be no, like, network issues. I'm working hard, brother. Yeah, I know. Working hard to get those updates pushed out, and it's paying off. They're really good updates. So, thank you for what you're doing, man. Highly appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't, make sure you go check out WXRundown. It's just a great team. They have an app on iOS. They have an Android app coming soon. I mean, it's just a great team of individuals, especially what are doing here? Alert tickers and overlays coming soon for creators. Nice, man. One of my friends actually wants to get into weather. Maybe I will suggest WXRundown for him. I most likely will. It is a very great way to even get started. I mean, for anyone that's just getting started with the weather, WXRundown has everything you're gonna need. Official braid severe. WXRundown, can I get a sponsorship? LOL. I'll stream tomorrow. Rate me on a scale of 1 to 10. I will say Braden Severe actually does know a lot about the weather. So good job to him. He does know a lot. And Will also taught me a lot. I watched Will. I knew a lot, obviously, but some of the creators helped me a lot with some of this stuff. You guys have been very supportive. That's why I appreciate all you guys. WXRundown, I appreciate. Official Brain Severe, I appreciate especially Cruz Haynes and WXRundown. You were the top two. Like, thank you guys so much. You guys helped me a lot. And then, of course, Will Bratton, another GOAT. Will Bratton, legend, bro. Sub to my channel. He was my 100th subscriber. And that was, I believe, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Look how much we're getting now. We're at 150. Thank you guys so much for all the support. We're at 157 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support that you guys have left on my videos. We got Storm Chaser Noah here. Oh, we got some lightning strikes here on his cam. I can show his camera on here as well, so from time to time I'll show up on his YouTube, and from time to time I'll show up on the dot. But right now he is by this severe thunderstorm warning. But right now he is not really in a very strong thunderstorm. I mean, he is in some rain showers, and there could be some scattered hail, as this was a thunderstorm at once, and the same thing for over here. But as of right now, he's really not by too much. I mean, you can take a look at once again on his live cam. Yeah, there's a lot of lightning where he is here. And we're going to see some connection errors, most likely. WXRundown got Rayleigh_orange1. What's up? Hope you're having a good night wherever you're tuning in from. Official Brain Severe, do you use OBS or Streamlabs? I use OBS Studio to record all my videos, do all my live streams. It's all in OBS Studio. Up here though, these severe thunderstorm warnings will go for the next little bit. And again, these storms are gonna start to continue to work their way kind of southeast. What is the site name? This website is WXRundown. Go check them out. I'm an official partner of WXRundown. Yeah, go check them out. You'll have access to everything that I'm utilizing here. You can use all the same radar that I do. And you can also click the, you can scan this code and you can share your location with me on the map. You can put a little message and everything. Okay, that is what I'll use tomorrow then. Thanks. No problem, man. Yeah, OBS Studio is probably your best bet. Sometimes Streamlabs lags a little bit. I've just been using OBS pretty much since I've started. And I switched to Streamlabs for a little bit, and it didn't really work. Right now, this tornado warning here is still radar indicated, and it goes for the next 17 minutes. It's finally starting to exit this tiny little box. We've been talking about this for a while. And it's been in such a tiny box this full time here. And it's still to the north of Ryan right now. There's no rotation that's really getting picked up here on the velocity, but it's still a tornado warning. So for the next 17 minutes, if you're anywhere in this box, make sure you're still in your shelter. Treat it like it is a tornado on the ground. How do you get the outlook on the stream like that? Oh, I just downloaded an image of it and I just added it into OBS Studio. My stuff is, except for the overlays on the top and the bottom, everything's except for that. It's very simple. But it looks clean, and that's really most important. That it looks good, and it gets everything, gets the message out, you know what I mean? So this was issued by NWS Quad Cities. And they just have put out a brand new tornado. Oh, it's just a reshape. Never mind. They have just reshaped that tornado warning. Storming here right now. I have no idea where you're located. But wherever it's storming, there's a lot of areas it's storming right now. I'll tell you that. A lot of areas. And we have a new severe thunderstorm warning, which I don't think I've taken a look at yet, for New Lexington and McConnellsville here in Ohio. And this will go for the next 45 minutes, and the threats are going to be that 60-mile-per-hour wind gust tag. Radar indicated. Ohio. Liam, did you see our new satellite peak feature? You can use a regular base map like black or gray something and press Shift P when looking at a cell and shows you the satellite view. What? Shift P. Wait, did I just do that? Wait, Shift P. Okay, he said use black or gray map. I usually use satellite because that's what I like, but I'll switch back to it. I want to see what this looks like. No. Actually, I just realized, should I do like a satellite when it's day, and then like when it switches to nighttime, I could just go to this? Is that more like appealing? Because obviously it's getting darker outside. Okay, let's see what we're talking about here. Clicked on the warning. We're gonna get it. Okay, there's the radar. Okay. What? Wait, what? Not the Satellite Pro products, but the map satellite. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, it makes sense. I was like, what? Okay, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. The satellite map, not the satellite products. Okay, yeah. You're talking about where the map changes to like the actual color, okay. Yeah, I mainly just always use this. It does help a lot with the populated area. I just think it also looks clean. Like, it looks the best. But yeah, that actually is a lot of useful. So a good thing you can do is, if you're new to this whole thing and you're trying to do this, you can go and you can see that some areas here are populated. You see the bigger area. You see some streets. You see a lot of highways, some interstates connected to that. That you can tell it's a very populated area. And you can, if you zoom in further, you see some areas have the little towns like this. We have Kenton in a severe thunderstorm warning. You can tell it's a little more populated. So that can predict if the severe weather is really going to be bad. And this tornado warning here for the next 13 minutes, I think this is going to be allowed to expire, honestly, before the 13 minutes is up. It does look like it's moving out of that area finally. It is over Golden right now. Like, where any of that rotation would be, there's not much. Now, that works, too, for people that don't like to use the satellite map. Yeah, it does. It does work. And according to this, it's a new tornado warning. I almost guarantee that it's not a new tornado warning, and it either got canceled or it got reshaped because it's the exact same county. But we'll see what that happens here in a second. It's still here, and it looks the exact same. Really, Orange, how do I become a partner with the site? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, bro. His DMs are gonna be. They are going to be flooded. Know what I mean? We got Storm Chaser Noah just ended stream here, it looks like. And he just put out a brand new stream. Or he is live right now. He just ended stream. I believe, right? Just ended. Try disconnected, unable to connect. Oh yeah, he ended. It does look like he just made a new live stream. So yeah, he just went live on a new one. Yeah. So what I think has happened is he just hit the 12-hour mark, because I'm pretty sure YouTube only allows 12 hours, and then yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So he's still here. We'll still have his feed. Just in case he gets into a storm. But right now, again, we have a chunky cluster of some severe storms here. We have Selena in a severe thunderstorm warning. Most of this area is going to be east of Bern. We have this severe thunderstorm warning here, and it goes for the next... This goes for the next 25 minutes. He hit the 12-hour mark and had to restart it. Yeah, that's what I figured happened. Yeah, he is in... This is producing some pretty intense lightning, according to his feed. There's a lot of lightning in this. Here, take a look. It'll be on here for a few seconds, and you'll see lightning. Some crazy things happening here. His feed is glitching a little bit. Is lagging. However, we'll check back here. There is lightning in that area though as well. So pretty cool sight to see here. And we'll take a look at. Are we good? What just happened? Absolutely no clue. I think, are we still live? We're good. I'm not sure what just happened. Yeah, we're still live. Okay, we're good. It just like broke for a second there almost. Alright, we're good. We're good. WXRundown, have a good night. Keep up the work. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate Oh my god, I just hit my elbow on my desk. That hurt bad. Okay, I'm good. But WXRundown, go check him out. Great guy. Great company. They're pushing out updates weekly. So go check them out. Go check out the website, WXRundown.com. And they have an app on iOS, and they got an Android app coming soon for any of you Android users. Big shout out to WXRundown. The stream is powered by WXRundown. So have a great night. WXRundown. Hope to see you soon. This tornado warning does go for the next 7 days, and according to... Man, I don't know what is with this. Okay, it's officially expired. They have canceled that tornado warning, so it has finally moved, or has weakened below severe limits, actually. It's moved out of the area and has weakened below severe limits, so that tornado warning has been allowed to get canceled. So we no longer have a tornado warning on the board now, and you will see that for some reason it still says there's a tornado warning on our overlay. I don't know. I'm going to have to mess with this overlay quite a bit. Check out the new ENSO tracker for El Nino info too. Ooh, I need to see that. We do have this. ENSO, El Nino, La Nina. This is going to be perfect for when we do tropical. Yeah, here we go. Current phase El Nino. 2026 year. Oh, this actually tells you a lot. Holy, this is a lot of stuff here. So here's the latest scan. Was July 30th. Looks like. Plus, yeah, look at the difference in El Nino. So past El Ninos have showed. So the one we had in 2015, 1 degree Celsius plus. This is the new. Is this the new record for highest we've had? I believe this is the new record. Press escape to get rid of the alert overlay. What happened? To get rid of the alert overlay. Wait, what alert? What happened? I'm so confused. Wait, is there like something showing on the stream? I should be back. Alright. Well, everyone, we're back. We got all of our radar programs back up. You got all of our... I think we're good, right? We're not... The stream isn't broken, right? I don't know. I think it's a Wi-Fi problem. I think so. Well, I'm breaking Liam's brain and stream, I guess. Yeah, bro. Yes, the stream just cannot handle. I think just PC cannot handle it. Look at my mouse cursor. Can you guys see this? It's like so laggy. I think we'll be good though. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. There's something that is like blowing up my PC right now. Wait, are we good? Yo, why is my PC like breaking? Yo, it's so laggy on my end. How did you make those custom overlays? Oh, I had to make them. I just had to make them, and I made it on a web server, so it's going to be pretty difficult to replicate it. And also, I don't recommend replicating anyone's overlays. Check Task Manager. Good. Whoever suggested that, I didn't see who did. Good job doing that. As soon as I pressed on Task Manager, everything just stopped. What is running right now in my tabs? It's making 74% of my memory and 35% CPU. And it's never like this. What is Feedback Hub? I've never opened that a day in my life. Disk percent is at 100. As soon as I opened Task Manager, everything cleared up though. Oh, it's down to 1% now. Watch, as soon as I close it. Oh, it's working fine. It's working fine. You got Mark Weinberg. Shout out Mark Weinberg in the back. Alright, we're good. Everything's back. Should be back at least. Everything, and it's starting to get glitchy again. Okay. We're honestly just gonna have to deal with it. It might just be because I have so much on this one. Yeah, it looks like it's because I have so much on this one. So here, for now, I'm gonna switch to just a webcam POV. But I think it's because on my PC, the overlays and everything is so much to run at once. So for right now, think of it like a forecast. We'll just have it webcam only. We will try to switch back here in a little bit, though. See if it decides to work then. I'm going to close out of this as well. That looked like it helped a lot. Alright, is it working now? Oh, same thing. It looks like it's just a severe overlay. I think it's just the overlay, it's the problem. Yeah, it looks like it's just the overlay. Alright. We'll keep it like this for now. I mean, obviously it doesn't have the exact same amount of info, but mean, it still has everything about everything. I can just read off the warnings. We're doing it old-fashioned style today. We're gonna have to read off all the warnings that come through. It should not be pretty hard. WXRundown has a great system that works with this. You have SSD? Okay, good luck, dude. Have a good night. Yeah, you have a good night too. Have a good night too, brother. Hope to see you soon. I'm gonna have to mess a lot with the overlays as well. This tornado warning, it's still on here for. It's gonna go all the way until the 1 minute thing. But as of right now, this is just no longer. Treat it like it's just not existing. This tornado warning, it's been allowed to expire pretty much. His dot got so small. I just realized. Like when it zooms out, the dot gets so small. We got Noah Miller in the area. Oh, I apologize to anyone that hates the the white, all white. It's very bright. Hey, that rhymes. I won't replicate, but what's the website called? The website? I don't know what you're talking about. The website. This is WXRundown. This is the website I use. Guys, we got the snowy mountains here. of the radar here. Where did all the alerts go? Bro, what is happening? Alright, well. Okay, there we go. We got everything. We have severe thunderstorm warnings. It looks like they're gonna go for the next. This one's gonna go for the next 14 minutes. And let's take a look. Oh, it does actually show you like a certain plot on the map. That's pretty cool. Or we'll go to just a classic like dark map for now, since it's nighttime, even though everything else is light on here. Oh, to make the overlays, I didn't use a website. There's no website I use. I custom built it with scripts, and it took a while to do. Alright, so we have the severe thunderstorm warning here in Salina is gonna go for the next 13 minutes, and it has 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with it. And then to the southeast of this, we have a severe thunderstorm warning here in Ohio. And this is going to go for the next 28 minutes, and it has 60-mile-an-hour wind gust as well on there. So it looks like as of right now, the main threats in all of these storms is a damaging wind threat. However, if you live up here by Iowa kind of area, we do have that tornado risk. And that tornado warning is officially off the map, so it has been allowed to expire. However, we will be taking a close eye to see if any of the storms in this region try to pick up in intensity, and I think that I'll be surprised if nothing does try to kind of form. However, it is almost 11 p.m. at night over here. We have this destructive severe thunderstorm warning, and there may be okay, we're gonna have to watch this rotation area. There's probably gonna be a tornado warning that gets issued here any moment. As you see, there is definitely rotation starting to form in there. And we may even have a hook echo starting to form. You can see the little, how this is shaped like a bean. That's the first bad signature. You have all of this moisture going around here. You have a sharp gradient between the outside where there's no rainfall, very, very light, and where it gets the most intense core of the storm. And then you have this little lodge that's coming off the side here. So that tells me that there's possibility of a hook echo forming there. And that's always pretty much when you know you got a significant tornado here. And there is that starting to form. So we're watching this area closely. There's the potential that we see a tornado here. This is going to get tornado warnings here probably pretty soon if it's not. Oh my, that is a very violent hail core there. Look at the hail. That is insane. That's tennis ball sized hail. Like, look how like dark those colors are. That's just crazy. RDA scan, the latest RDA scan on the storm shows a very tight couplet of rotation. And if we line it up with the velocity, it shows the exact same thing, and it lines up with the hook echo as well. So this is most likely going to get tornado warned here any moment. We're watching this storm intensely. We think there's going to be a tornado warning here on this storm very, very soon. I definitely think, oh my, that's, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to put this text on your screen. This is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to, real quick, let's go full cam. All right, we're going to do this here, and we're going to make it like this. Then we're going to, okay, it's going to look weird here for a moment, but trust the process. There we go. All right, that's better. So I just put the title of the stream on here. All right, but we do have a potential tornado here in progress. With a hook echo forming and some pretty intense rotation here on this storm. So make sure that if you're in this area that you're seeking shelter, I think we're going to have a tornado warning, and I'm almost positive we're going to have a tornado warning here issued soon. If not in the next moments. I'm going to remove that. I actually like it more bare. I think it doesn't really give you any valuable information. And so we have a velocity signature. We have, at the same time, we also have the RDA matching up with a potential rotation here. A moment ago, this RDA scan was much bigger, but we do have one area that this is picking up on an 80, which means very, very, very intense rotation, which is exceptional rotation. And even if there's not a tornado warning or a tornado in this area right now, treat it like there is. When you have 60 miles an hour winds and tennis ball sized hail alone, it doesn't matter. That's should be your sign that this storm is very, very, very intense. But however, how we have that very sharp gradient here between very, very light rain and the most intense core of the storm, especially where the hail is, and you have this kind of down area, and you have that feeding into it, and you can see, just tell how the storm looks. It's trying. Yep, there it is. Okay, we're watching this area closely. I'm gonna be surprised if we don't see a tornado warning issued on this. Again, the National Weather Service has issued this severe thunderstorm warning. Keep in mind, this is NWS Rapid City in South Dakota, so we're gonna have to see if Rapid City or NWS Rapid City is the one that issues this warning here. And you can see there's an intense couplet of rotation, it looks like, developing there. And it's getting more tight. They have went ahead and just issued a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. So anyone that's tuning into the stream, you have a brand new destructive severe thunderstorm warning.
A destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Treat this like a tornado warning. Move indoors now and stay away from windows. This warning is issued when storms may produce destructive winds over 80 miles per hour or hail around the size of baseballs or larger. Major tree damage, power outages, roof damage, and flying debris is possible. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows. Stay sheltered until the warning expires or officials say the storm has passed.
Alright, there's a quick word from WX rundown on this destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Treat this like a tornado warning here. We have baseball-sized hail occurring in the storm. That is just a nasty hail signature there. So make sure that you are if you're in this warning, that you're seeking shelter away from windows, on the lowest floor, away from windows. I think I just said away from windows, of course. But it looks like we have it's still relatively far apart. It's not a very tight couplet. We'll get by the next radar scan if this is really a problem. This was updated 3 minutes ago. But right now, the super res velocity and the RDA scan shows that we have some rotation. This is actually showing rotation on the back end now, so and that actually lines up pretty close to where that is. So this is the area we're watching here for rotation, and we have potentially a second area here, but again, the most significant area of rotation is going to be this area of rotation. Official Braden Severe says, "Will you tune into my live stream tomorrow?" Maybe. You'll have to see if I join. Maybe. ... right there. But again, we do have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, so make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows on the lowest floor of an interior room. If you have a basement, go there now. This is going to be producing 60 miles an hour winds and tennis ball size hail. Tennis ball size hail, guys, is nothing to play with here. Nothing to play with. And this storm, unlike the other one, this is moving 31 miles per hour, so it's moving a bit quicker. Let's take a look at the time that this storm is going to start reaching areas. So you have Meade County, South Dakota in 5 minutes, or at 9:30. That's not in 5 minutes, my bad. At 9:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, which would be 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time and 10:30 p.m. Central Time. We have just under that, we have Zibat County in South Dakota at 9:32 p.m. So it's going to be just after. And make sure that you're seeking shelter, because this is a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning. So we're pretty confident that this is a destructive situation here. And you see that couplet looks like it's starting to come together here. And actually that wouldn't really make sense. It's gonna be in this area right here. It's gonna be mainly, that's the area I'm watching right now. And that's right along where it is. And as of the newest radar scan, this came in at 53, so this was 2 minutes ago now. Let's see what the RDA shows. Does the RDA have this scanned as well? No, it actually doesn't. So the RDA is going against me here. However, we're going to have to say, I think they're going to issue a tornado warning here within the next few minutes here on this storm. This is definitely going tornadic quickly. Just by the shape of the storm, even though it is merging with this storm, it looks like. So it may cause problems when these try to form into a tornado. But I mean, as of right now, I just don't think that it's really going to do that. And for right now, I think there's the danger that we could see a tornado. So again, even though there's not a tornado warning active right now, treat it like one. Yeah, when you have a destructive severe thunderstorm, you need to do that now. And you can see we have some very big hailstones falling in here of baseball sized. And we have some very, very, very intense rain. So there's going to be very intense rain falling here. South Dakota visiting in a form of hail. Because there's hail the size of me falling in South Dakota. What are we talking about in the chat? The size of you. We have this destructive severe thunderstorm warning once again for anyone that's just tuning in. And right now, this is definitely our main storm we're talking about. We still have severe storms down here in Ohio. However, they're coming more scattered now. Scattered severe storms, and over the next few hours, they will start to kind of rapidly decline. You can see quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is falling in this one over just northeast of Columbus. And we have 2 more severe thunderstorm warnings here. And we have 2 more just to the west. And again, right now, these are not considerable. However, we do have some severe thunderstorm impacts. The only storm right now that I think has this considerable tag, except for maybe one down here. I haven't really checked back on this area much. It doesn't look like any of these have these considerable threats. I'm almost positive that doesn't one. But right now we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning here. This is going to be just to the southwest of Dupree, just to the west of Dupree right now. It's going to be moving towards Faith. So Faith, this is going to be on your doorstep. It's going to cross Highway 212 here as it moves this way. And look, guys, slam dunk. Boom, boom. There we go. We have just gotten a tornado warning here. We just got a tornado warning. So slam dunk there. We have a brand new tornado warning that has been issued here. So here's what I'm going to do. Since we just got that, and since I don't have thing on here anymore. There we go. Alright, well now we have a tornado warning in place here. And it looks like a hook echo is on this storm as well. And the velocity shows a definite tight couplet of rotation forming here. I called this out moments ago before the tornado warning was issued. But now we have a tornado warning here. So you need to be in your shelter, away from windows on the lowest floor of an interior room. If you have a basement, go there now. This is a tornado warning. This is no joke now. It looks tight. It looks like that rotation there is starting to get tight. So, if you live here and it's just passing Highway 212 here now, this couplet of rotation. And if we take a look at the CC, I don't think there's a definite drop in there yet. This storm, though, look at this. It has the rear flank downdraft. It's a classic supercell shape that we got going on here. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning, and we have a tornado warning now issued here. And you can see there is definitely a hook echo forming. We have that sharp gradient between nothing to the most intense part of the storm. And we have an intense velocity couplet going on here. And the rotation detection algorithm is showing... it's showing the same thing. We have exceptional velocity. It's showing a little bit to the north. It's going to be right here where the tightest part of that rotation is right now. And that's why we have that tornado warning issued here. It's going to be just to the west of Faith. So if you're tuning in from Faith, you are just to the west, or just to the east of where this tornado is right now. The tornado's going to be passing just to your west, and it's crossing Highway 212 right now, and it is going to continue. And it's going to pass Road 73 here. And eventually down the line, doesn't look like much locations are going to be impacted, thankfully. However, do make sure you're in your shelter and away from windows, as this is a velocity signature that is pretty serious here. And there's no definite CC drop, and it is in a weird area, so it's going to be kind of harder to tell if we have a CC drop here or if this is just... what the glitchiness from the CC here. But I'm going to go ahead and say right now it's not a CC drop. But that hook echo is definitely forming here. You can see that rear flank downdraft. It's got everything. This is a definite concerning signature here. And the storm itself looks concerning. Then a velocity signature in that area there. That's not good. Not good at all. For anyone that's just tuning into the stream, we now have a tornado warning here in South Dakota. This goes for the next 27 minutes. But we do have a pretty concerning area here. We have a very concerning area here of rotation. I'm going to take a look at the CC, see if we got a drop. And it's possible that we have a CC drop here. And I'm going to take a look and see if they've updated this tornado warning. And they haven't. It's still radar indicated. We still have a radar indicated tornado warning, and as of right now, this is the only tornado warning here on the map, and it's in South Dakota. So central South Dakota This is where that enhanced risk is. We knew when storms get here, we said it when we started the stream. Hey, this is when storms are going to start to get kind of bad. So we have to watch this area very closely, and that's exactly what we're seeing. We have the rear flank downdraft. We have that hook echo forming. We have a very intense hail core forming in the storm as well. And even if you're not in the tornado warning, if you're in this destructive severe warning, treat this like you're in the tornado warning. When you have the mix of this 60-mile-an-hour winds and baseball-sized hail, it could be exactly what the label says, destructive. We're talking destructive here. So we have a very concerning area right now of rotation. So make sure you're seeking shelter now, away from windows on the lowest floor. If you have a basement, again, go there now. I hope we got no one tuning in from this tornado warning, because, I mean, man, this is looking not good. Not good at all. It is still radar indicated, though. Well, I guess that's good. And we haven't had an update in 3 minutes, so I hope the next scan comes in here in a moment. Also, here I'm gonna do this. Alright. Alright. Alright, guys, I'll be right back here in a moment. I'm gonna go grab a drink from downstairs. But I'll be back here in a moment and keep an eye on the tornado warning. Alright, BRB. I'm gonna delete this off of here. I'm gonna put it in this one. That's a much better area to do it than the one that's just the full radar instead of just putting my camera and like, where did he go? Why does he have like an outro song playing? It's much better. We do have this tornado warning, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. We still have a concerning velocity signature here just to the west of Faith, and it looks like this area is now starting to take over as the main circulation. Let's check the RDA. The rotation detection doesn't have anything in here. But right now, the circulation that the tornado warning was issued for, that is located around here with the reds, that is fully gone right now. So that is, as of right now, that's gone. We no longer have that rotation area. However, the one to the northwest is the new area we're watching for potential rotation. And again, this is going to try to recycle. There's a thing that these storms do called recycling. That's what they're going to try to do here. We have a report of a tornado, or a report of a funnel cloud 17 minutes ago. We have reports of a funnel cloud coming in at 8:50 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 9:50 p.m. Central Time, and then of course 10:50 p.m. Eastern Time of a funnel cloud. So some people saying we have a funnel cloud. Ongoing, and this was again 17 minutes ago from a storm chaser. So we got a storm chaser putting in that we have this. And it looks like they have just went ahead and reshaped in that tornado warning. So now the tornado warning here, it's a little bit to the south, and it's going to be again on this velocity area that we're watching. So that tornado warning still goes there. We have max velocity or max weather forecast pulls. I said max velocity. Welcome back. Welcome back. We have official Braden Severe saying, you should film me a vid on the best. What are we talking about? I should film you a vid? Do you think the watch could be issued in Iowa? They have right now. Oh, watch. Do you think the watch could? Do I think they're gonna issue a watch? Is that what you're trying to ask? Yeah, I think they're going to. I'm gonna pull up Aqua Zero so we can see if there is a watch on there. Man, again, the only reason I'm using Agua Zero is so I can see the watches. For some reason, on Rundown, I don't see any watches. And yeah, there is a watch, so of course, it definitely supports a watch. I don't think they're going to issue a tornado watch, at least until we have more confidence that this is going to be more tornado driven. Then it's really just severe weather driven, severe thunderstorm driven right now. Also, I want to thank you guys for 89 views on the stream so far. Thank you guys so much. So we got some Coke action here. It didn't explode. I don't think they're going to issue a tornado watch. They're definitely going to keep the severe thunderstorm watch, though. At least over the next hour as these storms continue. This tornado warning, once again, if you're just tuning in, we have a tornado warning. And this goes for the next 19 minutes here. I'm going to change the title. Wait, this is in South Dakota, right? Alright, there we go. Okay, the title has been changed. So we got a tornado warning in South Dakota right now. And right now the velocity shows just to the west. This is the velocity signature we're watching right now. Earlier it was over here, and it was this main area that we had, and it was much bigger moments ago, but now we don't have really that much area. Like, look, for a moment there, this got really tight, and this was right before tornado warning was issued. That got really tight there for a moment. However, it just didn't end up trying to produce a tornado there. I'm shocked. That's some very tight rotation there. And of course, we have this one off. So it's like 2 areas of rotation. Check if this storm's trying to... This storm, it's starting to merge much more. And you can see that hook echo is starting to go away. So it looks like that hook echo is starting to fade off on that storm. This tornado warning, again, goes for the next 18 minutes. And it's going to be crossing Road 73 here in a little bit. Can I have some? Hey, man, if you can get it through the screen, it's all yours, bro. Alright, velocity. Nothing again on the velocity, so they definitely have that warning still, and it was definitely the right decision to issue that warning, especially when we had some intense rotation and that big hook IO picking up. But as of right now, it's just on a downside. It's on a downward trend as far as the rotation goes, and that's actually good for all the people that are going to be in the path of this. Doesn't look like much of anyone is going to be impacted on here. Thankfully. We don't got any named areas in the path. It looks like if I zoom real far in, it doesn't even look like we have any houses in the path. Thankfully, I would not doubt that we have a house here, and this is State Highway 73 here. So this is gonna be along State Highway 73. Here. So this is Highway 73. So if you're on Highway 73 right now, going towards Faith, pull over or turn around before the storm gets to you. You're driving right into the core of the storm, and as of right now, the storm has baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and a tornado warning with a hook echo on the latest skin. Okay, hand it over. What are we doing, bro? Hand it over. Again, for anyone that's just tuning in, we actually have a tornado warning here now, so we need to start taking this more serious. Take this seriously. If you're anywhere in this tornado warning, you need to be in your shelter immediately. Treat every tornado warning with your utmost urgency here. Velocity was updated 2 minutes ago, and the reflectivity was updated 2 minutes ago as well. I'm gonna go full cam here for a moment. Alright, we've been streaming for just about 2 hours now. We're gonna continue streaming here for a while. At least until these storms start to die down. I'll see if Noah will say hi to chat, guys. I'll see if Noah will say hi to chat. You gotta see if he will. Will he say hi to the chat?
Oh, I swear, Jim.
Moderate Molly.
What?
See if he says hi.
Said you swear.
You got me copyrighted because of your ringtone on the last live stream.
Are you kidding me?
I can trim it out, or I can.
Copyrighted on his
Here,
last
hang on, I can
live
erase
stream.
it, I think.
That's why I had it muted, but it ranked to the phone.
Once again, this
or
is
the radio.
a live view.
I think I can make an edit and make it good.
This is Storm Chaser Noah Miller. He is in
I didn't even
Van
think
Wert
about
County,
that.
Ohio.
I've had it muted all day.
I almost said Iowa.
Okay, let's not risk that again.
You didn't say hi to chat. What the heck?
I'll edit it out and appeal. I think I should be alright, but that's really unfortunate. Oh, video editing in progress. Alright. So it's in progress. So it should be alright, but.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh,
Because I knew as soon as, because you had to get it in from your pocket, I was like, oh no, it's ringing longer than usual. I'm probably going to get copyrighted.
Oh, this is a look at Storm Chaser
Because
Noah
usually if he
Miller
does, who can it
here
be
in
now?
Van Wert County,
Who can it
Ohio.
be now? But as soon as it
Right
does,
now,
who can it
he's not on
be
any
now?
warning.
Okay, now,
He's
well,
driving
as
through
soon as
some
it reaches
rain
that point, I'm like,
showers,
oh, I'm getting
some weak
copyrighted.
storms. Think he's done for the night. He's gonna try to go set up for tomorrow because again, tomorrow the same
Liam, welcome
area.
in.
There he is. He said hi to the chat, everyone. So go make sure you go check out
But yeah, since
Noah
we
Miller.
are getting closer to home, I'm gonna remote into the computer at home.
Got Noah.
But
Miller
I
here.
appreciate everybody who tuned in today, and yeah, I've got in contact with Evan finally, and got on his streams, and we'll probably be on his future streams as well, providing coverage for everybody.
Shout out Noah Miller. Great guy. Great.
But
Great storm
one
chaser.
second here. Make sure you guys stick around. You guys are going to be going to another WXRundown partner.
Yeah? Heck yeah, is he talking about me? Is he talking about me? Shout out in, bro. But right now, again, for anyone that's just tuning in, we currently have a tornado warning with, it's not a lot of rotation here that I'm seeing. However, it is still a tornado warning. So if you're anywhere in here, make sure you're seeking shelter on the lowest floor away from windows, preferably in a basement if you can. And again, this continues for the next 11 minutes. After the 11 minutes, we're not certain if they're going to go ahead and issue another tornado warning. But so what these storms do, there's a thing called recycling, and that's what these storms try to do. That's what this storm is most likely going to try to do as well. It's going to try to recycle. However, right now, again, we still have this tornado warning. It goes for the next 11 minutes. Rotation right now, I can't really pinpoint an area. However, we still do have tornado warning, so make sure you're in a shelter. Storm Chaser Noah rated. Yo, what's up, Storm Chaser Noah? Welcome in, everyone that's tuning in from Storm Chaser Noah's stream. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Wherever you're tuning in from, shout out you, Storm Chaser Noah. We were just showing you on the live stream. But currently, again, for anyone that's tuning in, we do have a tornado warning up here in South Dakota, so that's why everything is on the red theme right now. So we do have a tornado warning that has been issued here, and it goes for the next 10 minutes. As of right now, there's not a big area that we're pinpointing for rotation like we were moments ago. We got 20 viewers. Welcome in, everyone. 25 viewers. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm Liam Severe. I am another WXRundown partner. This stream is powered by WXRundown, so make sure you go check out WXRundown if you haven't. We're here providing live coverage. I do these streams here whenever we get big severe weather events, and Noah is one of my good friends over there. Another partner with WXRundown, great guy. So, hey, you are in good hands for anyone that was tuning in from Noah's stream here, and we will be live here covering the next about an hour of these storms as they move by. You can see right now we do have, it looks like this couplet's starting to get, and yeah, they have just gone ahead and issued a observed tornado warning. So now for anyone that's just tuning in, we have an observed tornado warning. So I hate to for anyone that's just tuning in, I hate to bring it here on a note like this, but we do have an observed tornado warning. So if you're tuning in from this warning now, make sure you're seeking shelter. I am going to switch the colors once again. And welcome in everyone that's tuning in from Noah's stream, but we have a dangerous situation here. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground, and velocity starting to pick up that we have that there once again. This is in South Dakota for Meade and Zybeck. So again, I hate for everyone to just join in here and immediately start off on a bad note, but we do have an observed tornado warning, so I need you guys to be in your shelter if you're in this. Lowest floor, away from windows. Center of the house is fine. If you got a basement, go there. Because it could save your life here. Now this CC drop here, I don't really see, it's really on the edge, so I think they just have went ahead and issued that based on there. But the weather spotters, it is weather spotters confirmed. So weather spotters have confirmed that there is a tornado on the ground here. So treat this with your highest urgency. Velocity couplet, it is still there though. We do have some strong velocity signature. It's a little less than it was here moments ago. And we have to treat this with your utmost urgency once again. Welcome in everyone that's tuning in from Noah's stream. Hope you guys are having a good day so far. Noah, what a great storm chaser. We're going to be providing coverage here for the next little bit as these storms go by. We got 25 people in here. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. No, I appreciate all the support. You guys have been, the whole weather community, you guys have been very welcoming. And we're at 158 subscribers, so we're going up in subscribers quite a bit in this stream. So thank you guys so much. I try as hard as I can to make this content each day, and I love doing what I do. Every day I wake up, and it just makes me smile that this is what I get to come to. I get to come to this community of great people. Official Braden Severe saying, how are you switching colors like that? I just switched the color of the background of the overlay. I can do it in OBS. We have Douglas Holt saying hello. Welcome, Douglas. Hope you're having a good day wherever you're tuning in from. But again, we do have a pretty dangerous situation here. We have a confirmed tornado warning. And we got some rotation. This is going to be about to pass by Highway 73 here. So we are going to continue to watch this area very closely, but it is going to pass right over Highway 73 here. So again, if you're tuning in right now and you're along Highway 73 going towards Faith, pull over or turn around. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. And weather spotters have confirmed that. So make sure you're in a shelter. And again, you notice how this is very bad when you have a very sharp gradient between nothing and the most intense core of the storm. It tells me that we have that rear flanking downdraft here that's coming through. And we have, when this wraps around, this is called a hook echo here, if you guys don't know. But, I mean, I'm sure you guys all know that. And if you don't, that's a little Weather 101 here. And we got that velocity still in that area. The CC right now, correlation coefficient, is showing a scattered area. It's kind of hard to tell because it is on the edge of the storm here. And it's going to be a little less intense than a few moments ago, the rotation area. However, it is still a confirmed tornado, so we need to treat this with our utmost urgency. And this goes for the next 4 minutes. So we have anyone that's tuning in from the tornado warning, again, make sure you're in your shelter. And I want to take a look at some of these other storms as well, as I know some of you guys can be tuning in from Ohio or down here in Arizona where we have more storms going by. Currently over in Ohio, we have a mess. We have a cluster of severe storms. If you're tuning in from Columbus right now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-per-hour winds entering your area here shortly. We have a hail report just to the north of Columbus here. We have an inch-sized hail. This was reported 11 minutes ago from the spotter network. This was reported by Connor Reese, 4 miles north of Westerville in Ohio. So we have a report of 1-inch-sized hail. And it is associated with these 2 severe thunderstorm warnings as well. And this only came 11 minutes ago. So it was most likely the storm that's passing by. So prepare if you're anywhere northeast and you're getting impacted by the second severe thunderstorm warning, which, by the way, this goes for the next 33 minutes. There is reports that we do have hail here in that storm. So make that noted. And off to the north, we also have 2 more severe thunderstorm warnings. But as of right now, the current area that we're watching the most is this observed tornado warning here. And you can see this will go for the next 3 minutes. I'm almost confident, even if we don't see another confirmed tornado warning, I'm almost confident the National Weather Service is going to issue another tornado warning. It's going to look something like this for this area, and it'll most likely be a red one. It'll probably not be a purple. Purple indicates that we have a confirmed tornado, and that's when the background will fully switch. For a normal tornado warning, it'll be red, and anything before that, it'll just be white. Velocities, oh my goodness. Okay, we have a velocity spiking now. This has gotten very intense over the last radar scan, and it's not something that warrants that kind of reaction, actually, but it is starting to come together pretty quickly, and if that does come together, that could be a pretty large tornado. It's a big area of velocity spike here, so again, treat this with your utmost urgency. I think we are going to see another confirmed tornado warning issued out of this. We do have a observed tornado warning, which means we have a tornado confirmed, which you can see here. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground. And yeah, they just have gone ahead and issued a brand new observed tornado warning out ahead of this. And it goes for the next 32 minutes. We have a tornado reported as well on the ground. We have a tornado reported on the ground 10 minutes ago from a storm chaser. This is going to be 8 miles south-southwest of Faith and Meade in South Dakota. We have a tornado reported here. Let's take a look at the storm arrival tool. Let's see what time is this tornado going to arrive at some places. And you can see that right now it looks like the rotation's weakening a little bit, but we're going to have to watch for recyclement once again. But here's the arrival times. We have Ziback County at 9:46 p.m. This is going to be also, please do note, this is in Mountain Daylight Time. So equivalent in Eastern Daylight Time is going to be 11:46. In Central, it's going to be 10:46. And it is Meade County at 9:47 p.m. And then we have Hacken County at 10:12 p.m. all in Mountain Daylight Time. You can even see this is going to be in 20 minutes when it reaches Meade County here. Ziback, you got around 18 minutes before this is on your doorstep. And then all the way down the line, we have Hacken County there in South Dakota, which would be in 44 minutes from now. And once again, this is another observed tornado warning. So the National Weather Service thinks with enough confidence that this tornado remains to be on the ground based on the reports we have, especially from these reports from storm chasers here that show a tornado. And that's not even a funnel cloud. This is a funnel cloud report. This is a tornado report. Now down the line here. So we have a reported tornado on the ground. So again, treat this with your utmost urgency. Make sure you're seeking shelter away from windows on the lowest floor possible. Again, anyone that's tuning in from Noah's stream, welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a good day so far wherever you're tuning in from. Great to see you guys. Noah, another great WXRundown partner. He's our only storm chaser we got right now, and he's very reliable, very great guy. So make sure that you subscribe to him as well. But again, we have this tornado warning up here, which this one's going to be allowed to expire. The one ahead of this one's been here. It's just expired literally right now. So the new one that's taken over is going to be for the circulation is entering this tornado warning polygon right now. And this goes for the next 29 minutes. And they have put this one much bigger. So I think much more downstream. This is going to be a threat. What's up, Max Weather Forecast Pulse? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're having a good night so far. CC is still kind of off. You notice how the CC's not really. I mean, look, the CC was last scanned at 9:20. We're not really going to be able to rely much on the CC drop here. Rotation, the RDA, rotation detection algorithm, though. I mean, it's not showing much of any rotation. However, the velocity shows rotation there as well. So we're going to need to stay in our shelter here, even though this is a confirmed tornado warning also. So definitely stay in your shelter if you're anywhere in this warning. Welcome in again. Anyone that's just tuning in, make sure you hit the subscribe button as we are at 158 subscribers. We're 2 away from hitting 160, and I'm working as hard as I can to reach there. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share. That's how we get the information out to as much people as possible, and we can spread the word here that we're doing this live coverage. Ad free, by the way. Alright, so rotation still looks to be a little bit more broad than it was. We had a tight rotation area there for moments. However, now it doesn't look like it's a super tight area, thankfully. Take a look at the newest RDA scan, and yeah, it's still not showing much. However, the last scan, it's been about a few minutes since we've seen our last scan here as far as the velocity. It could be much stronger now, it could be much weaker now. This was last at 9:29. This would be the equivalent to 11:29 and in Eastern time, and it is 11:32 right now. Thank you everyone for tuning in here on this live stream. I know it's Monday night, not how you want to start your Monday night here. And I mean, this is just how some people are going to start their Tuesday with a tornado warning here. Velocity looks, again, it looks more it looks more broadening once again. So we have this area up here and this area. It's not really too close together right now. And at the same time, if you take a look at the CC, which was updated just now, it's on the edge, so it's much harder to see, but as of right now, I don't think it's a CC drop. However, they have put that confirmed label on it, so we don't have to treat it like it's a CC drop. We got to go with the National Weather Service and what they're saying here. They're more professional than me. They know a lot more than I do. Let's take a look at the newest RDA scan and see if it's picking up on anything here. So it has one little point here, which is going to be on this northern area that has an exceptional velocity, and I don't know if that's really where you got to watch. Because look, the RDA scan, exceptional is almost the highest it gets. Well, we had some exceptionals tonight, and there have been no tornado warning issued on that area, so we're going to continue to monitor, but however, it's still a observed tornado warning, so please be in your shelter. And this was issued by National Connected. My bad. On that, we are good. Anyone that's tuning in from Noah's stream, welcome in. We have, in a very unfortunate situation, we have a confirmed tornado warning here for South Dakota right now. It's going to be Meade and Zyback in South Dakota. All right. Official Brain Severe, no audio. I think there's audio. I think my mic's on. I checked OBS. We're good. Don't worry. When we got 20 people in here, I would make sure my mic is working and the audio is good. We're good. I highly appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. Hope I could help you. And the best way, if this did help you, the best way you can help me is hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm trying to work my way up there and help as many people as I possibly can. And again, thank you for everyone that's been so kind in the weather community for letting me in here. Been very nice. WXRundown, my official partner. Go check out WXRundown.com. You'll have access to all of the things that I'm showing here on the stream. Also, feel free for anyone that's in the live stream and wants to show this. You can share your location with me. Scan the code. Scan the QR code here. Put in this creator code, and you can put a little message and everything, and I will see your dot on the map. See where you're tuning in from for 30 minutes there. So feel free to do so. I'll leave this up here for a few seconds. But yeah, we do forecast videos almost every day. Another forecast video will be out tomorrow, and we most likely will be live here just like this once again tomorrow. So make sure that you guys turn on those notifications so you can be notified whenever we go live. And maybe we'll even talk to Storm Chaser Noah tomorrow. It is worth noting that tomorrow we also have an enhanced risk of severe weather as well. Right now, let's take a look at the rotation once again in this area. You can see that there is still rotation here. This is officially past Highway 73, so if you live in Faith also, you are still under that severe thunderstorm warning with that destructive threat for the next 7 minutes, but this is starting to work its way out of your area, and the most significant of the impacts have worked their way out of their area. However, we have a much more significant area of rotation starting to develop just to the west of Red Scaffold, and they have just gone ahead and put that tornado warning back at radar indicated. So we will put that back at red. We have a radar indicated tornado warning here. And this will go for the next 22 minutes here. So they just have downgraded that. And now we have a radar indicated tornado warning here. Again, this is on the edge of the CC, so it's going to be kind of hard to see if we have a CC drop on this. But this was last updated at 9:33. So, I mean, that was many minutes ago, so I don't know how much I will trust that. Rotation detection algorithm. This was made by the WXRundown team. It is detecting that there's some rotation in that other side of the storm. However, it's not detecting the area of rotation that we're watching here. And this is definitely the most significant out of the both right now. And this will continue to work its way to the southeast as well at 32 miles per hour. So a pretty quick moving storm. We're going to see what places are going to be in the path of this storm. See Plum Creek Township in South Dakota around 10:55 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And we have Saddle Butte Township in South Dakota at around 11:01 p.m. And this is in Mountain Daylight Time. If we convert that, that would be in Central Daylight Time. This would be at around 11:55 p.m. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 11:55 p.m. And then down the line at Saddle Butte, this would be at... This is in Mountain Daylight Time? I think this is in Central Daylight Time. Here, that's going to take... Oh, no, it actually is. Okay, that is how far down it is looking. So, yeah, no, that is literally going to be all the way down here. So, my bad, I didn't even show the full of how this is moving. Plum Creek Township in an hour and 17 minutes from now. Then we have Saddle Butte Township all the way at the end. It's going to get there in around an hour and 23 minutes. So, if you live in Plum Creek or Saddle Butte, you got over an hour to prepare for these storms before they're going to be on your doorstep here. So, take this and prepare now. Even if there's not a tornado warning issued for your area, this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning with baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on it. So, need to treat that with your utmost urgency there. And actually, we did just get a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning here a moment ago. So I will go ahead and do this.
A destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Treat this like a tornado warning. Move indoors now and stay away from windows. This warning is issued when storms may produce destructive winds over 80 miles per hour or hail around the size of baseballs or larger. Major tree damage, power outages, roof damage, and flying debris is possible. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows. Stay sheltered until the warning expires or officials say the storm has passed.
Alright, so that's a quick word from WXRundown. Yeah, we do have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. And this goes for the next 50 minutes here. And it's going to continue to move to the southeast, the same storm motion as the tornado warning. However, also the thing to note is that this tornado warning, and it's the exact same storm that's going to be producing the destructive impacts and the potential tornado. We're going to see that in the exact same storm there. It's kind of hard to pinpoint if we are going to have a CC drop here. However, the rotation, we've been watching this storm for a while, and the rotation has been a little bit scattered. So we'll come back to that here in a moment. I do want to kind of zoom out and take a look at our other storms here, especially if you're tuning in anywhere from Ohio tonight. We have a scattered severe thunderstorm area. We have severe thunderstorms working their way into Columbus right now in Ohio. You see that starting to move into the metro here soon, if not right now. And you can see the impacts on this storm are going to be the 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts that is associated with it. And just to the east of that, we have quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust as well. So we're watching this area. We're going to monitor this closely over the next little bit as well. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll keep you notified if anything gets updated here along that severe thunderstorm warning. And we also have another severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be just to the southwest of Pittsburgh here with 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on it. And it's going to include Wheeling here. And the storm motion is going to be pushing us southeast, more east than southeast, but it's going to be southeast there. And that's moving. But again, still the main storm is going to be this storm here in South Dakota, where this environment over the next few hours is supportive for this activity to continue. And if we take a look at the active watches, You see that we still have a severe thunderstorm watch, and I think this is way behind. There we go. We still have an active severe thunderstorm watch. This will go for the next 4 hours and 17 minutes. And this is going to include most of central to northwestern areas of... here, let me switch this. Northern to western areas of South Dakota there. And this goes back down, and we have another area that's going to go for the next hour and 16 minutes here in northwestern Nebraska as well. So we have 2 separate severe thunderstorm watches, and we also have the severe thunderstorm watch that continues for the next little bit over here in Ohio. And we're going to keep an eye on these closely as we go throughout the next about an hour, and we'll see how these storms continue to develop. So we'll be live here, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be doing this severe weather coverage here live, no ads. And we do still have some circulation here, some rotation. It's not a lot, but it is there. Once again, for the next 16 minutes, this tornado warning will continue, and that is, it's not intense rotation, but it's definitely still there. And the CC shows something. I don't know if we're going to see that get updated. That could potentially be a CC drop from it hitting something, or it could just be scattered kind of debris. But based on how the storm looks, honestly, it looks like, again, we have that sharp gradient between nothing and a very intense part of the storm. So that shows me that we got a kind of a rear flank downdraft situation here, where we have also a potential hook echo here off of this side. But the velocity is not showing it being too tight. And the CC drop, again, shows that we have a drop here from 4 minutes ago. So, I mean, it's possible that we had a tornado on the ground here 4 minutes ago. We do have this area of rotation that's going to continue. And then out ahead of this severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued here. This is a large severe thunderstorm warning. And speaking of, they just have removed that severe thunderstorm warning that was just next to this one. So now we have one destructive severe thunderstorm warning that's going to go for the next 44 minutes. And it's going to include Hacken, Meade, and Zyback, all in South Dakota there. You can see the impacts, the main impacts. You're going to be seeing downstream here. You'll be like, oh, I'm all the way over here. I'm not seeing any. There's nothing, not even a cloud in the sky. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. There is a storm coming, and I'm letting you know now. Prepare for when this gets there. This storm is going to be intense still by the time it gets here. It's moving about 30 miles per hour, so you got some time. But prepare now. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning is nothing to play with. Liam, how did you get the red color block on OBS? I just changed the color of the background. It's pretty simple, honestly. It's not that hard. I just put a big backdrop behind my webcam border and just changed the color to it. And I have it so it changes red for tornado warnings. And if it's anything below a tornado warning, it'll just be a nice white modern kind of color that I think fits pretty good, especially with the look of the thumbnail for the stream. But for tornado warning, it'll be red. For a confirmed tornado and a PDS, it'll be purple. I think for tornado emergency, we're going to have to make like an animated kind of one. You know what I mean? Hopefully we don't ever see that. Right now, the velocity, once again, shows just out of the warning polygon. We have an area starting to intensify once again with some rotation. This has gone off and on for the past about 20 minutes. This warning has been here. It's gone off and on. We had a confirmed tornado warning. We had 2 back-to-back confirmed tornado warnings at once here. But they have went ahead and lowered that to a radar-indicated tornado warning. Also, I'm going to put it in chat if you guys haven't already. And I think I have it here. You can scroll up in the chat and join our Discord server here. Which I think I have it. Do I have it saved? No, I don't. Go join our Discord server. It should be way up here. You can go visit this website. We have our official Discord server. And that's what we'll be posting whenever we go live, whenever we make a new video. It's brand new, so Whoever joins it, you'll get early access to everything. So go join that. Velocity right now, again, it's very scattered areas now. Like there's not a lot of rotation right now. It's more broad than it was. There's multiple times that this thing has broadened out and then it's just boom backed up. But like, how did you make the boxes? I just added a color backdrop. I just changed the color. It's very simple. It's one of the things on there is just to add a color, and I just did that, and I just changed it. You guys want a new link in the chat? All right, we'll do this here. I can do this just so I don't accidentally show something. Again, if you're tuning in and you're anywhere in that tornado warning, make sure you're seeking shelter immediately, as again, this could go confirmed here once again any moment. These are very unpredictable storms. So make sure you're seeking shelter on the lowest floor away from windows. And this is what we've seen even last night. We had a tornado warning issued. We had a PDS tornado warning issued as well. So again, if you're anywhere in that warning, make sure you are seeking shelter. And especially also for the destructive severe thunderstorm warning, make sure you're seeking shelter in the lowest floor away from windows. And now I have just put that new link in the chat, so go visit that and you can join our official Discord server. And we'll be posting all of our updates on there. We post on Facebook, YouTube, and we post on TikTok and Instagram. All of our other platforms will be more active now than they have recently. See, it doesn't look like we no longer have a hook echo on this storm for right now, which is a good thing. And it looks like the storm merging has kind of completed here. So before, as you know, we had a storm merge with this one. And you can see it back here. Look, see this one off to the north? This has merged with this storm here. Let's take a look how this has occurred. And now it is merged with the storm. And this is not a good look what you want to see for these storms either. When you see that kind of the fork, you see some precip on this side, you see some precip on this side. Think of it as the bunny ears. When you see the bunny ears on a storm like this, then it's never a good sign. It is still a radar indicated tornado warning, by the way, and it goes for the next 9 minutes here. We have to watch for the potential of another rotation intensification to occur here on the storm. Once again, everyone that's coming in from Noah's stream, welcome in. I'm Liam Severe. I'm another partner with WXRundown. We are both, me and Noah Miller, we are both WXRundown partners. So a big shout out to him. And anyone that's just tuning in from my side, make sure you go subscribe to him. Great guy. And make sure you go visit WXRundown. Great website. This is what I'm using here in the live stream to cover this full weather event live as it happens. And we'll be live here for the next little bit covering this as well. Make sure you turn notifications on tomorrow. We will go live most likely once again to cover another risk of severe weather. And if you guys haven't seen, which I'm sure almost all of you have, but if you have not seen, we have another risk tomorrow, and we have another enhanced risk of severe weather in place over the Ohio Valley tomorrow. And this includes, once again, the same areas have been getting hit back to back days. We have Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Columbus, and then this goes back up through Chicago and Illinois. We have under an enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow, and this does include a little bit further back through the area. We have West Virginia, a lot of Kentucky, and then southern Indiana, and this goes back through Springfield, Illinois, up through Cedar Rapids in Iowa, includes a little bit of Wisconsin there, and we have some Michigan in there as well in a slight risk of severe weather tomorrow. Now, if we take a look, a further outlook, you can see over that South Dakota region, the same region that's getting battered right now by these severe storms. Specifically, one storm right now. It's just been going crazy. Our tornado risk tomorrow remains at a 2% tornado risk for the Ohio Valley. It's for Cincinnati, Indianapolis, Chicago to Columbus. That's where we have that 2% tornado risk. So we have the chance of seeing a tornado tomorrow. I don't want to say this is going to be just spin-ups. I don't want to say this is going to be intense tornadoes. As we have seen It's been a very, very strange year so far with the introduction of Sig 1, Sig 2, Sig 3, all of those. It's been very strange. They've spanned them on almost every storm system, a Sig 1, and I mean, this year we've seen a lot of Sig 1s for tornadoes, especially. And of course, we had the Appleton tornado, which was an F3 with only a 2% as the maximum tornado threat for that day. And we had an F3 occurred, so I'm not going to question the National Weather Service, but I just want to say we got to do something about that. We got to update them, upgrade them, go back to the hatch risk maybe. Just to make it so it actually is reserved for more severe events, which I know you have the Sig 1, obviously. You say, oh my god, this is F2 possible. I don't think we're ever going to see a Sig 3, which is the highest, and that's when we know we're going to have a significant tornado outbreak, which could cause literal F5s tornadoes. That's what we're talking about. When we ever see a Sig 3, then that'll most likely be a very, very bad day. Thankfully, we have not seen that yet here. Again, rotation continues here on this side, and we do have a tornado warning that goes for the next 5 minutes. This is probably going to get allowed to expire. They may issue a precautionary tornado warning out ahead of the storm, but what I think the main thing that you should probably do right now in this storm is keep that tornado possible label on this severe thunderstorm and just let the tornado warning expire. Because, again, it's been off and on areas of rotation over the last, like, 20 to 25 minutes. And I just don't think that really necessarily you should keep that tornado warning. I think you should just bring it back to tornado possible severe warning, because it keeps that label of, hey, there's the potential that we will see a tornado in this severe storm, so stay alert. But then if you have a tornado warning, people over panic. They're like, oh crap, I gotta go now. And if it goes off and on, you don't want to cause panic over a little rotation. You know what I mean? So I think the smart decision for here would be, at least until, if this doesn't develop here into anything, or if this doesn't really ramp up in rotation here or intensity over the next few minutes, then I think the smart decision would just be to leave that tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning on there. As you can see, the RDA rotation detection algorithm isn't detecting any rotation on here either. But of course, we have a little area we're watching here on the velocity. But right now, that's in the core of the storm, and it doesn't look like we have any hook echoes starting to form off. So I think the smart thing to do here would just to get rid of that tornado warning and bring us back down to a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning is the move here. And keep in mind, it's still a destructive severe thunderstorm warning, so treat it like it's a tornado warning. Get in your shelter away from windows, lowest floor in the basement. When you have 60-mile-an-hour winds that mix with that baseball-sized hail, that is just insane. Baseball-sized hail is enough to injure or even kill you. Like, that is very, very significant there that we're talking about. Destructive. It fits the tag there. But they're going to let this tornado warning expire here. So here you go. The National Weather Service in Rapid City has just put out, the tornado threat has diminished and the tornado warning has been canceled. However, large hail and damaging winds remain likely and a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for the area. So that is wording officially from the National Weather Service that they have brought that back down. So I'm going to take that down. So now we are back down to a destructive severe thunderstorm warning as the maximum alert. We're going to remain alert for the possibility that there is a tornado warning issued for this area. Currently over here, of course, no other tornado warnings around the United States right now. In this cluster of storms here in Ohio, we have some severe thunderstorm warnings down north of Columbus. And this is right by Cleveland. Cleveland, it's going to be just to the west of Cleveland along Sandusky. This is going to be along the 80 to 90 interstate here. And then this is going to include Mansfield. And then down here we have by Columbus, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect as well for the next little bit as these storms work their way out of the Columbus region. So if you're anywhere, I would say east or west of 270, the worst of the storms are already by you. There's another little bit of precip, and you're going to see some lightning continue for the next little bit, but the worst of the storm has worked its way out of your area. So there is that. And the severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire because it has a weakened below severe limits. So the National Weather Service here in Wilmington has stated that now they're going to go down to a special weather statement, which would be a strong thunderstorm warning. Keep that as a strong thunderstorm warning. It's something that's not classified as severe because it doesn't reach severe limits. However, it's strong enough to where they have to put out an advisory for it. They're like, hey, this isn't severe criteria. However, this could cause some destruction, so we want to just make sure that we have some sort of advisory out to the public. And that's pretty much what the job of a special weather statement is there. It's a strong thunderstorm warning, necessarily. And again, that tornado warning up here in South Dakota has been allowed to expire, so we will change our title here. So I have to switch over to cam 1 here. Let's do this. I'm going to put tornado possible. There we go. So that should update here in a moment on your guys' side. Alright, you should see that get updated here on your guys' side here within the next 15 seconds around. Hopefully this storm starts to lose its intensity. As of right now, there's no areas of rotation in there anymore, so officially we got no rotation associated with the storm. However, it is still a destructive severe thunderstorm warning with that baseball-sized hail falling. So this is, again, a dangerous situation. And we had reports when we first got rated that we had a tornado on the ground, and we had a funnel cloud report just above that. And it's going to be west of Dupree and west of Faith. How do you change all the colors in one click? I just press the button. I just change the color. It's pretty simple stuff. Yeah, you want a tutorial? All you do, go the sources, add source, go to color, make it a color, and just choose which color you want. I just have it set to the color of my choice here. And again, it'll be the same as what the radar shows. Whenever it's red, that means we have an actual active tornado warning, and you'll see that show up on the radar. If you see purple on my screen, that means we have a confirmed tornado on the ground, and it'll be the exact same on the polygon or the box where the warning is for. And if it's anything below a tornado warning, then it'll just be white. And again, this severe thunderstorm warning down here goes for the next 29 minutes. I guess we should start talking about storm arrival and when this is going to reach the next locations. So again, we got about 36 minutes out now. We have Hacken County. So if you live in Hacken County, South Dakota, make sure that you're prepared because this storm will be on your doorstep here in 36 minutes from now. And again, destructive. We got baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds falling on that storm. For everyone that's tuning in right now, again, we have a severe weather event that's unfolding. Make sure you hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the like, and share this with anyone that you know is in the path of any of the storm systems that we talk about in this live stream. Liking and subscribing is the best way that we can continue to push this content out to as much people as possible. We're at 158 subscribers. I'd highly appreciate if we can get to, 160 in the stream. You guys would make my day. We got 16 likes in this live stream. We got a lot of great people in here. All you guys watching, great people. So thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And I hope that I can keep you weather aware. And remember, as the famous slogan goes, don't be scared, be prepared. Yeah, don't be scared and be prepared here in the storm system. As all of these storms work their way by. And if you live anywhere on the slight risk or the enhanced risk for tomorrow, just make sure that you have a way to receive alerts That's the number one thing you can do in the path of these storms here. Here is the day 2 outlook once again for anyone that's just tuning in. For tomorrow's outlook, we have an enhanced risk that goes up through central Indiana, and it goes back up through Chicago there in Illinois. And then we have Cincinnati there in Ohio included in that severe thunderstorm. Or that severe thunderstorm, that enhanced risk of severe weather, my bad. We have another slight risk located over South Dakota as well for tomorrow. So same areas are going to see it today. We have Kendra Wilson saying, "Thank you. I am 40 miles from this storm." Oh my. Yeah, this storm, if you're out ahead of it, be prepared. It's coming. Look at that. We got baseball-sized hail falling in the storm. Where did it just push me when I clicked on it? There we go. And it has a tornado possible label too. They have made sure that that tornado warning has expired as well. So we no longer have a tornado warning on that storm. Thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Highly appreciate all of you guys' support so far. Also, make sure you go check out WXRundown. You'll have access to everything that I have access to here on these streams. And also, feel free in the chat to scan this code, and you can share your location. And I can kind of give you the weather for your area, what to expect. If you're a storm chaser and you're driving, you can scan your code here, put your location. I can tell you where you're driving, what to expect as you're driving there, which you probably already know. I'm northeast, so not coming my way as of now. We are in line for the storm in Waterloo, Iowa. Waterloo, Iowa. So yeah, you can scan this code, put in this code here, and then you can put a message on the screen and share your location. It'll show up for 30 minutes, and I can see you in this tab. Whenever any of you guys do that here, it will show up right here, and I can show your dot on the screen. We're in line in Waterloo, Iowa. So Waterloo, Iowa. I can just take a look and actually look up. So a great feature that they got here. See what Waterloo is at. Alright, here's Waterloo, and you're located pretty far away from these storms. But, I mean, eventually these storms will most likely work their way down through this area. So stay on lookout here if you live in Iowa. So you live in there in Waterloo, Iowa, stay on alert. Make sure you have a way to receive alerts as well. Let's take a look at your outlook for today. The categorical outlook is just not loading. You're not in a tornado threat for tonight, at least what we think as far as the 2% has put not in your area. However, of course, we do still want you to remain weather aware as there is severe weather possible in your area tonight. Off to the north, I also want to look at this one. This is, if you're tuning in from North Dakota, we have another severe thunderstorm warning up here in North Dakota for $half-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And this goes for the next 7 or 9 minutes. My bad. My brain is not working tonight. We have Grant, Morton, Stark, and Hettinger. I think that's how you say it. North Dakota. In the path of this severe storm here, and it's mainly going to be this side that we're looking at here, and it looks like this side is once in there as well. And this is going to be the storm motion. It's going to be moving about 30 miles per hour off to the east. So that's what we're looking like up here in North Dakota. In South Dakota, this is where this destructive severe thunderstorm, which you can see it's attached to this major big line of precipitation that goes further out close to Aberdeen. So this could be cutting off a little bit of its intensity for right now. However, could not be the case here. Again, right now it's taking that bunny ear shape. That's what I like to say here. Kind of looks like a smiley. You see if I drew it here. I put like 2 eyes. Okay, what am I doing? But yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. We have that destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We have a tornado possible label. The impacts that they have thankfully put on this, which this, again, should be another reason why you take this very urgently and treat this with your utmost urgency here. People and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. Now, that's strong wording from the National Weather Service that has issued this destructive severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to have to watch to see if this starts to kind of pick back up tornadic-wise. And, I mean, as of right now, no rotation areas that catch my mind, but I'm going to watch this area closely to see if something tries to pop back up here, and I'll keep you advised just in case that actually does occur here. As of right now, though, no active tornado warnings. Once again, it looks like those severe thunderstorm warnings in Columbus have been downgraded. So, again, if you're tuning in from Ohio here, that severe weather threat starting to die off for you. We have some severe thunderstorm warnings north of Columbus and just to the west of Cleveland, Ohio. And this one goes for the next 21 minutes. This one goes for the next 21 minutes as well. Close to Sandusky. It does include Sandusky as well. But over here, we also have by Slovenia, we have a severe thunderstorm warning that goes for the next 36 minutes. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail are all threats in this storm. And we have some flash flood warnings that are definitely associated with this storm system as it works its way through. And what is bad is that this will continue tomorrow, as this is the exact area that once again tomorrow is in another risk for severe weather. So that flooding threat once again will be high in this area tomorrow as these storms work their way through. I heard tornado was down by former Lake Faith, South Dakota. Must be of expired. Yeah. So that we did have a tornado warning. We had a confirmed tornado warning in that area. That is not there anymore. And yep. We did have that tornado warning. You can see if I go back a little bit here if you missed that. When it was purple here, which was right here. So we did have that confirmed tornado warning. That's what the purple indicates there. And if you ever see my webcam border, the border on the background that's white right now, if that switches to purple, that means observed tornado warning is on the ground. And if that's red, that means a radar indicated tornado warning is has been issued. And that's the top priority alert. This severe thunderstorm warning, once again with the destructive label, will go for the next 19 minutes. And it looks like we may have a hook echo starting to form. So this storm may be going tornadic once again. Here you see the fork starting to come back, or the bunny ears on the side, and then you can see it looks like a hook echo is trying to peek out there. And if we take a look at the velocity, it looks like some parts of the velocity is trying to get stronger. That's what indicates that the winds are getting stronger here, and that's what the bright colors indicate. However, it doesn't indicate that we got any rotation right now trying to develop in the storm. Let's take a look at the rotation detection algorithm and see if it's detecting any rotation. So the RDA, or rotation detection algorithm, is not detecting any rotation in this storm. However, again, there's some areas that we have some very bright colors, which indicates the potential of rotation in that storm. Anyone that was tuning in from anyone that tuned in from the raid from Noah's stream, thank you once again for sticking around here in this live coverage. We're going to be here for the next little bit until these storms start to weaken substantially, and then we'll take a break, get some rest, and then we'll be filming a forecast video tomorrow morning, and we'll be back for severe weather coverage part 2 tomorrow, as we do have that enhanced risk of severe weather once again in places tomorrow that are going to be receiving the severe weather through tonight as well. Alright, so I'm watching this area closely. It looks like, thankfully, that, I mean, some of the hail is starting to go away. We can take a look at that hail and see if it really is starting to go away. I mean, there's definitely some hail definitely still in there. And it is baseball-sized hail. I do want to know, though, if they're going to bring this down to a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, or are they going to keep that destructive tag on it? We're going to have to find out here. All right. So we have a total of, I'm going to put this back on the screen for a moment. Hopefully it doesn't break. We have 1 tornado warning, 14 severe thunderstorm warnings right now. And if you're wondering why I don't have that on, is it working now, though? That's the question. Oh, it looks like it's working fine. Okay. We got that back. For now, at least, until it breaks again. We'll have this on your screen here. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning that has been allowed to expire. So we have 8 severe thunderstorm warnings. I don't know, for a second I said that there was a tornado warning. I apologize for that. Wait, I mean, we may have a new tornado warning issued. It does look like some rotation starting to ramp back up there. Once again. We do have that starting to show back up once again. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, and we have that rotation once again starting to appear there. It's not, it's starting to get a little bit tighter. However, it's not the most intense couplet. But we're definitely gonna continue to monitor this, as it is on a storm that had a history of producing these tornado warnings. We've had a total of 3 tornado warnings issued on this storm, 2 of which were tornado possible severe thunderstorm warnings. Or actually 4. We had 4. We had 2 radar indicated and 2 observed tornado warnings. And this has all been in the span of about an hour now. An hour to an hour and 5 minutes. Somewhere around there. Again, anyone that's tuning in from the raid earlier, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. We're going to be partnering more with him in the future. We're going to be showing him in all of our live streams. So again, a big shout out to Storm Chaser Noah Miller. Great guy. Thank you for raiding me. As you know, we're trying to help as much people as we can in these storms. Alright, take a look at how this storm is looking. See, it looks like we got a bit of a radar kind of glitch happening here. However, this does show that there is the potential that this is trying to put out a hook echo here. And if we take a look at the velocity, you see the velocity shows a little bit more out in front of where that is shown on the reflectivity. So again, we're going to keep a close eye on this as this does develop. But yeah, it's good to note that there is a very large area of just precip that is on the northeastern edge of that as well. Alright. And also, another thing, again, if you're tuning in right now, this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Which means we got some extensive hail, excuse me. We have 3-inch sized hail now. We have 3-inch sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is the first time that I think I've seen 3 inches. You guys see this? Look at this. I'm going to highlight it there. 3-inch sized hail. That is crazy. We have 3-inch sized hail falling in this storm. That is nuts. So you need to be inside. You could be severely injured by this storm. 3-inch sized hail is nothing to play with there. Like, you see golf ball sized hail knocking down people's windows in cars. This is much worse. This is a much worse scenario here that's going on. The severe thunderstorm warning gets going for the next 13 minutes, and I'm almost certain, I'm pretty much confirming, they will definitely put out another severe thunderstorm warning that will most likely be destructive out ahead of this, and we'll show them the cutscene once again if they do add that, or when they do add that. I'm almost positive they're going to add a severe storm with a destructive label. That rotation again is starting to pick up in this region. It's not very intense right now. It's not very tight. However, it is definitely still there, and it is notable right now of how this is going. We're gonna have to see if the National Weather Service will issue another tornado warning here. And again, this is what these storms do, man. I'm telling you, these storms do what's called recycling. They'll go all the way for hours without. Sometimes it can be hours. It can be about an hour with no tornado warning. You can see back here is when we had that. They'll complete recycle and they'll put down another tornado, and sometimes it can be stronger than the last. You see the rotation starting to get a little bit more concerning there. So this is a recycling of this storm here. It has recycled, and it's trying to put down a tornado once again here. So we're watching this area very, very closely to see over the next few minutes if the National Weather Service here will issue a tornado warning on the storm, as it looks like the rotation there is starting to strengthen quite substantially there. On other note, we are also 1 like away from 20 likes on the stream. And again, we're still 2 subscribers out from hitting 160. Thank you all you guys for the support on this live stream. I highly appreciate all of it. But again, like I was saying, I said this a long time ago. The storm's going to recycle and it's going to try to put down another tornado. That's exactly what we're seeing now. And you can see that once again, it looks like a hook echo is starting to form. We got some rotation starting to intensify over the last few radar scans. It showed that signs of intensifying once again. So I wouldn't be too shocked if the National Weather Service this is going to be Rapid City. I wouldn't be too shocked if the National Weather Service in Rapid City puts down a tornado warning here in this area. Take a look at the CC. We're not going to see anything on the CC. This was last updated at 10:06, which would be 12:06 in my time. It is now 12:19. So yeah, I wouldn't expect to see much of a drop either on there. Let's check the RDA scan. The RDA shows no rotation. However, along this line, it is showing some possible rotation. But it is kind of weird areas of where we're seeing that. Because the main region we're watching would be back in this area as the rotation kind of tries to form that hook echo. But the rotation looks, when you line it up, it was around the same time updated. It shows a little more north, this is much more scattered than it was on the last scan. You guys notice what I'm talking about? Like here, it was getting intense, and then the next radar scan, it just kind of looks very strange now. We are going to continue to monitor it, of course, though, and we will let you know if this gets updated in any way. As of right now, has not been updated. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning continues for 9 minutes here in Hacken and Zyback, South Dakota. And off to the north, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 54 minutes, and it is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning here. And yeah, you can see golf ball sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gust in this storm here. This is going to be in North Dakota. So if you're in North Dakota to the west of Carson, this is where we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. It's considerable, and it goes for the next 55 minutes. Okay, so if I have my stream ready, but what do I click to change all of the colors at once? I just go into the settings and change the color manually. All right, again, this is the storm here in North Dakota. It's going to be to the southwest of Bismarck in North Dakota here. We're 1 like away, 1 subscriber away, or 2 subscribers away from 160. We're 1 like away from 20 likes on the stream. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like. That's how it helps the channel grow, and make sure you share. That's how we can keep more people stay safe. If you know anyone that lives in any of the path of the storm systems that we talk about, that's what I tell you. Make sure you share this to them, and that's the people that we can reach. That'll matter the most. Is the people that are actually in the path of any of the storm systems that we talk about. Again, a rear flank and downdraft looks like it's starting to develop, and the rotation may try to develop all year on this edge. You can see how we have a very sharp gradient between nothing and, again, the very intense part of the storm. Something I don't like there. And they just have put out a brand new destructive. They have just put out a brand new destructive severe thunderstorm warning here.
A destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Treat this like a tornado warning. Move indoors now and stay away from windows. This warning is issued when storms may produce destructive winds over 80 miles per hour or hail around the size of baseballs or larger. Major tree damage, power outages, roof damage, and flying debris is possible. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows. Stay sheltered until the warning expires or officials say the storm has passed.
Alright, so there's some words from WXRundown. So yeah, we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning that has just been issued again by the National Weather Service here in Rapid City. So again, another destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This continues. This trend of destructive severe thunderstorm warnings will continue. Can you please just show me on stream if it's not? Oh, if not, it's totally okay. I can't really show it on the stream because I don't really have like a way to kind of show it. Just all I do is just I go in and I just change the color whenever I have a certain warning issued. It's pretty standard. This warning again that has just been issued, that destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This goes for the next 50 minutes. So 10 minutes away from being an hour long. And you can see why. It goes very far down, and it goes through State Highway 73, and it almost includes Phillip at the end. And eventually down the line, we have to start talking about the impacts being felt in Midland there, here in South Dakota. This is right in almost central South Dakota here. As of right now, though, our storms out here in Ohio are starting to weaken on a downtrend here slowly. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 20 minutes that includes 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. And this is going to include Parkersburg. And this actually is reaching soon. It will reach into the state of West Virginia here. And it actually looks like it has right now. So we have that in West Virginia now. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. And in northern Ohio, we have to the west of Cleveland, we have 3 different severe thunderstorm warnings. This one will be allowed to expire in 4 minutes. And it's the same for the one to the south. But ahead of that, since it will be moving kind of northeast towards the direction of Cleveland, Ohio here, they have one ahead and just issued one big severe thunderstorm warning there for that region. It probably is very standard, but when I click to change the color, it doesn't let me. It only lets me change one color one at a time. Yeah, that's what I do. I just change it. I don't have many, but I have just one box. I just put it as the backdrop. That's it. I don't have like multiple ones in there. We have baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds again once in this storm. The baseball-sized hail obviously going to be the main threat here. Yeah, but my stream setup here it's pretty simple. It's just no one's going to copy it. You know what I mean? It's simple enough to where it gets the message across. It gets all the info that you need, pretty much. So I mean, I highly appreciate all you guys for leaving the support on the live stream. And we had WX Rundown here in this stream earlier, the official WX Rundown account. We had them in here. And of course, we got all you amazing people tuning in here from Storm Chaser Noah's stream. Shout out to again to Storm Chaser Noah. Make sure you guys subscribe to him if you are tuning in from the stream here. Also, make sure you go check out WXRundown. I can tell you where he is located right now as of his last update here. So, his location was updated an hour ago. As of right now, I would assume that he's at a hotel, getting some rest, and he's gonna get ready for tomorrow. However, he heads back out for tomorrow's chase. As you know, he will go on another. Most likely, he'll go on another. He's gonna be right in the path for tomorrow, where we have more severe weather coming to the exact same region up here. All right. Well, again, all these storms have tornado possible label. And again, we'll be back tomorrow for the second coverage. I think we're gonna end it here. It's 12:30 Eastern time. So I was gonna go to about 12. Went to about 12:30. Or the storms they're not letting up really much. They're gonna continue to kind of be crazy over the next few hours. So make sure if you're in any of the path of the storms we talk about, make sure you have a way to receive reliable weather warnings and you have a shelter plan just in case one of those warnings is issued for your area. And I highly appreciate all you guys for tuning in. I highly appreciate you for interacting with the chat. Again, thank you to Storm Chaser Noah for joining the stream and rating the stream. I highly appreciate all of that. You guys, once again, amazing people, all you guys tuning in. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We're going to do a forecast. And we're going to do a live stream, most likely. I'm so confused. How do you shape it? I just right click on it, go to transform, and press stretch to screen. That's really all I do. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow here, and have a great night, everyone. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So, see you guys later. All right, bye, guys.